You know what it is. Back like cook crack. It's the Black Rasslin Podcast. That's Brother Fam, you gonna have go-to poses this weekend at BlurCon if somebody come up to you? Be like,
trying to figure this signal situation out, fellas. Pardon me. Pardon my dust.
They blurred all that.
BlurCon. Let's pull up the info because this weekend, I don't know if this. Doc D said it's one and done.
Yeah.
The Dream Panel is back in full of mother effect.
Yeah.
Saturday, July 13th, 5 p.m. in the Jefferson Room at the Hyatt Crystal City. If you know what BlurCon is, you know what time it is. You see Brother Family down there, along with Vaughn. Shouts to Vaughn and some other esteemed panelists. Again, that's this Saturday at BlurCon, Arlington, VA. BlurCon.com. Grab it. It start tomorrow. Actually, the site say 15 hours from now, right now.
Yeah, I mean, people already. I saw them post online. They're already in there. You know what I mean? They already rocking and rolling.
Yeah,
trying to get things set up. Peace, Doc.
Shouts to Doc D. Oh, Doc, you already know. I seen the tweet. It's on my brother on the tweet. You already know what time it is. BlurCon.com. Get your Yamin so you can go see what happened. Doc D said it started. It was a couple years ago. Doc D was reporting live from the lobby.
Yeah.
At the Yamin during the show.
It would get hot in that jump.
Said we was there last year, and it was it's so many black BlurConners that be up in there looking like Prince and anime and all that type of shit.
Prince and Tina Turner?
Yes. Yeah. That's good. This nigga eating Cheetos.
What up, Joe?
You muted, my brother.
Yeah, I don't know. You muted.
It makes sense. Yeah, it was a time. A time was had by somebody last year. We had a great time, but then we had to go home. And I know this BlurCon after dark, so leave that to the streets because I don't know. I was home.
That definitely mad. I missed goddamn karaoke last year.
They doing it again this year?
Nah, I do not believe.
Prince and anime could be the name of the episode. Let me at least put that on the list.
Hey, you know how you got the like those advertised fast food meals and like everybody got the whatever they into or whatever. I have recently. Am I jammed up?
Nah, you good. I hear you.
Okay, so. Recently, my new fast food jam has been that goddamn Hut Box at Pizza Hut.
Wait, because there used to be a Pizza Hut near me. I don't know where the closest. What's in the Hut Box?
The Hut Box is a personal pan. Shout out to the Hut Box. Whoa! Shout out to the Hut Box.
I'm putting that on the list as well.
Pizza Hut selling box.
But
Jesus, math working now. Math mic working now. Pause.
Hey yo, he took a pill. Shout out to the Rhinos. The Hut Box got a goddamn the personal pan and like some
Oh wow.
A personal pan and some chicken wings.
Yeah, that's that
like $7.
Yeah, I'm looking at the site now.
Pan this big.
I mean, it got to fit in the box.
I can put that.
I meant what I said.
Yo, I can put a fork in that hole and eat that bitch like a popsicle.
Facts.
Man,
Facts.
Blaze.
Yeah, Twan, the closest. Oh, shouts out to Hunt Show. God damn, that's early. Y'all mean just started. So appreciate you. Glad I found y'all brother's channel the other day. Not too many voices like y'all's in the wrestling space. We just trying to put on for y'all.
It ain't nothing.
It ain't nothing at all. Shouts to you, my brother. Peace to you. No, Twan, that Pizza Hut on Route 1 been gone.
I thought you were talking about here.
Nah, well, yeah, how about that? Route 1 like right over there. But it's been years since that one's been gone. The closest one now is North Brunswick.
Hey, Black Peeps. Yeah, Black Peeps.
Get Peeps out of here, moderator.
Jesus Christ. The Hut Box.
Jazzy Jeff her ass.
The Hut Box.
Outstanding.
Is it
The
Pizza Hut of the Pizza Hut was.
Shout out to the Book It personal pan, yo. Same
the
thing.
Book It personal pan. Check the fly shit.
I don't know nothing.
Sean Tragedy. Check the fly shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
There was a time in my life, like last week. It was a time in my life. No bullshit. This was some time ago. Mm-hmm. I might have been. I ain't had no kids.
So yeah.
Right?
A minute
and
ago.
T-Mav came home because she was a teacher. I ain't had no kids. I ain't had no money. She came home. She was a teacher, and she came home with the booklet of Book It coupons.
Oh no! It was a book. It was a step-by-step booklet.
It was the teacher.
I like that.
The booklet was as thick as a phone book.
A Book It booklet? Hold
up. I ate personal pans for 6 years.
That's insane.
I don't know. I'm not up on this.
What, Book It?
The Book It program? I've heard about it, but
yeah, you read a certain amount of books or hours. Was it hours of books?
My school didn't do the Pizza Hut. Yeah, I mean. Yeah, I forget what some remember back in the day ass account on IG was talking about this program the other day. I didn't know that it was called Book It or that was a whole thing like this.
Book It.
It's all black kids?
No.
Oh, okay.
You know we ain't read.
Nigga, you read? You got your personal pen?
Nah, nigga, I just had the coupons.
I definitely read. I still read.
I need to get back to reading. Jesus Christ. What's up, DDM?
Hey, y'all better read.
Why?
You do the reading, nigga.
Oh, I do the reading. I read books. We read the whole thing.
That nigga read books, niggas, broads, everything.
I'm sorry. That's
I can't.
That's facts.
Mm-hmm.
We definitely gonna do some reading tonight.
Oh boy.
Check the flash, right?
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
My son and my daughter are engulfed in a heated rap battle with their mother.
Wait, what you mean a rap battle? They
It's
rapping? They
rapping?
rapping?
They rapping.
Hey mom, I ain't like the shit that you did.
So T-Mav came to me. She was like, "Yo, can you write my raps?"
Shut up.
Yeah, I hate these little niggas. I got some shit for them.
He been waiting. They
ass.
I got bars in the tuck.
Can you write my
full of shit, little nigga? I know, cause I do your laundry.
Better watch your mouth, nigga. I wash your sheets. I put your business all in these streets.
Yes. Sorry, bastard.
Wait. Whose idea was it? The rap battle.
Kendrick Lamar.
That's what it was.
Well, yeah, they're not like us. Shit.
You not like us, mom. I could prove it.
Let's.
Yo, you know, they got on the not like us and was like, "You a brokey."
Wait, it was no. Y'all pulled out the instrumental for them to call mom a brokey.
No, hey, they found this on their own.
Hey, you should
turn it up.
Turn it up. At that point, it's worth hiding all their shoes and bringing them home brokey shoes.
Facts.
Brokey.
And walk around in Nikes and you tell them y'all not like us.
Y'all not like
us. That's a damn shame.
All right, so
you about to rap battle, man.
Can we ask the jump the shark question? Like, because I'm starting to hear those murmurs of, all right, yo, like I've had enough. Have y'all had enough of not like us?
Of not like us?
No. Niggas have had enough because they witnessed the murder. Like,
no, because they starting to play it on like white people starting to play it.
Yeah, is it playing during like TV shows with like sports and stuff?
Word is the NBA team, not the NBA team, the Dream Team played it after they win. Who they play like Canada, France, or something?
Just the other day,
last night.
And what song is this?
Not Like Us. I think the thing is I don't play, like I don't just put the song on. If I'm hearing it, it's because I'm scrolling, or I think once somebody may have drove down the block playing it, but I probably have the stuck in my head, and that's on loop.
Man, I don't never, when I hear it, like because I don't really play it. I never really played it, but if I hear it, I don't turn it off.
It don't do nothing for me.
He a fan.
Wait, DDM, did it ever?
No. Here's the thing. I'm gonna be fair. People, they get mad at me or they say all of these things. Like I had some people when I posted, I said I hope Kendrick's album isn't, records all about beef or Drake and things like that. And he was like, you must be young, or the K-Hive came for me. And I'm just saying, and it's just me, right? I'm just at a place in life where with all of the things that are going on in the world, I need music to speak to the times. And and Kendrick is the type of artist where I expect that from him, because that is the presence that he's carved out for himself. So I get addressing the beef, but for me personally, this is dragging out a little bit too long.
Okay.
And the song just ain't do nothing for now. The one where he sampled Teddy Pendergrass.
Yes.
That was he sampled Higher. That was cute. But listen, if you are looking for introspective, what was that the album with the niggas on the front, the black and white cover?
Pimp a Butterfly?
Pimp a Butterfly, Kendrick. I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
Well, even the last album has substance to it. Like,
it'll always be some substance,
and I'm not saying that he won't do that, because unlike some people who like to come for me, I actually bought all of his records on vinyl. See, I actually make my opinion heard where it counts, and that's at the cash register. I don't do it on social media and argue with people on Facebook all day and in the Instagram comments like I don't have a job or money to make. So that's that. But for me, the song just ain't do nothing for me. I'm at a place where, right now, just to give the BRP universe insight, I'm listening to Joni Mitchell right now. I'm listening to Herbie Hancock right now. I'm listening to music that is timeless, that speaks to the human condition, because my soul needs to be fed with everything that's going on in this world. You know what I'm saying? So
did you listen when you was listening to Herbie Hancock? Did you listen to Rocket?
Oh yeah, I love Herbie Hancock. But for me, I just feel like, and the thing is, have we been getting this in hip hop? Have we been getting substance in hip hop?
No, but we haven't been. On a mainstream level, we're not getting that substance. That's what I think. Because everything is there. If you want something from hip hop, there is somebody who did it in 2024. But it's not. 9 times out of 10, it may not be on the radio, because the radio is like it's always been. It's been put. But this conversation about there not being rap songs speaking to the times, it's the same thing people were saying in 2016. Same thing people were saying in 2020. I think every time that election season comes around, I think people realize, oh shit.
Well, it's not just
I'm saying that's when the conversation has come up most recently, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I just like, I'm gonna just leave it at this. The shit ain't for me, quite frankly. I don't want to see two niggas arguing when this thing's going on.
That is my favorite. That's my favorite response.
But it's the truth, because neither one of them are really battle rappers. See, now I'm gonna get in my rapper bag. They're not exchanging bars. No. This isn't a
I disagree.
battle.
I disagree.
It's two niggas throwing personal jabs at each other, and it's not even metaphorically enriching or exciting. It's two niggas throwing shade. I can watch two faggies do that, and they do it better.
All right, yo.
YouTube. Nah, you fine, but YouTube, just so you know.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. YouTube, just so you know.
It is. I'm sorry. If I want to see good shade, like Chris Brown versus Quavo, that was good shade.
I'm about to kill this nigga.
I thought it was.
What'd I do?
I'm pointing the upstairs.
I don't.
Roblox.
For me, it's like
no.
You got people in other genres really speaking to what's going on. They are making soundtracks to people's lives. You know,
yeah.
Like
yeah.
what is he really doing right now?
You know what? You tripping.
And then they wonder why you're scanning X amount of units. You know what I'm saying? You wonder why your artists ain't doing the sales that they want. First of all, y'all don't buy nothing. Second of all, and then you get mad when Taylor Swift comes out and dominates the top 20. Like, come on. You got to support your people.
Yeah, because that's how the system's set up.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't buy nothing. But also, too, in my personal opinion, the artists ain't giving people nothing worth buying. If we want to keep it real. What is making me want to really buy your stuff? The BET Awards was an embarrassment to the culture.
But that's what I'm saying. I didn't watch it, but that's what I'm saying. Because I think if you want certain things to enrich your soul and speak to you in a certain way from hip hop, it's out there. It's just it's not getting highlighted. Shut up, Rattlesney.
I just bought Pete Rock and Common Sense.
I'm saying like the Killer Mike album. Like there's a lot of stuff out there that does.
But here's the thing.
It's already out.
Nah, come out tomorrow.
The thing is this, right? Hip hop is a youth driven art form. Protest.
That is not true anymore.
It's not true anymore. But I think it speaks to the state of young people that we're not getting that from our young people, and that concerns me. I'm telling you, it's not like Killer Mike is great, but is Killer Mike really influencing the people who are going to be leading this country tomorrow? No,
white people.
Kinda.
What kinda?
Jesus Christ.
Hey, kinda right here.
I just think that when I think about it, like I'm going to go see Missy on Saturday, right?
Yo, let me know what pardon me, my bad, Dad. Let me know what Vegas look like when you get out there, man.
Absolutely.
Hot.
But I'm looking at this lady's show footage on Instagram, right? Because everybody puts their stuff on TikTok and Instagram. And this lady haven't put out a full album since 2005. And her show looks like she has a budget of an artist that came out last year.
But
in a good way.
This is the difference though, Dad. Because you're talking about somebody who is also writes for a bunch of people. So they when you have somebody that can pen for another motherfucker and still be relevant when they pen for that person now, they know how to curve their show towards motherfuckers now and the fans. That makes
you're proving my point.
No, I'm with you. Why
is it that when I went to Nicki Minaj's show, I've seen Megan's show, I've seen all of the girls' shows.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen all of the new girls' shows. And the reality is, I've been to some of these other tours. I went to see Chris Brown's show, phenomenal show, by the way.
And that shit too.
But it's sad to me that the state of hip hop is so small. It's so the bar is so low, and even from a performance perspective, people are performing with the vocals on the track, over the track. They barely moving. They got no shade. The dancers need to get 50% of the performance fee because the dancers are doing all of the work.
Facts. I'm sorry, DD. Shut up. No, you're right.
And the thing is also too, I think social media has made everyone believe that they are a star, and social media has made everybody believe that, of course I can rap, of course I can do music, of course I can produce.
Right.
The reality is, a lot of these people are not stars. And then Def Jam, you're wondering why they only scanned 12,000 records first week. Ooh. And that's streaming, not physical copies. So that means you couldn't even get a nigga to listen to your shit for free. And you signed.
Well, it's also because the current business model of the music industry actually devalues music, right? Nobody cares about a full project, right? We want singles. So the album has been replaced by the playlist.
Yeah.
And what happens is it devalues college radio. It devalues all these other sources because it's so easy to get, but it's also so disposable, right?
Yeah.
So you get new songs. I am wildly excited about this Pete Rap and Common album at midnight, right?
Word.
It's because I know, and they did the old school rollout. That's 3 singles before the actual record drops.
Right.
And then tonight I'm expecting for them niggas because so far
you've been set up for it.
The people in the place,
but they don't do that now. Like nowadays, it's
they 60 years old, both of these niggas.
But and they've been through the system. But the thing is, the industry's still an industry. But at this point, I think a lot of those jokers are like, all right, you're gonna get signed, build the audience. So they just start sending out singles. They may have 5, 6, 7 singles that are out there that are all like mid to moderately successful, and then they get the one song, then they drop a whole fucking 24 song project for that one song.
What do the $1 Million Baby nigga look like?
What 80s jobber does he look like? He looked like he fixes somebody's car.
He like the 1, 2, 3 kid.
Yeah.
But no,
he's a 4, 5, 6 kid. That's him. That's him.
So, but the $1 Million Baby record that's been going crazy on socials, on the internet. Listen, you don't have to. You can be successful with music without doing shows, and I think that is a huge issue because now you don't have to earn that skill.
Who the fuck is that?
That's $1 Million Baby.
That's the nigga he used to play. He used to play for
That's Grandmaster B.
The Charlotte Bobcats.
That's $1 Million Baby.
He shoot the threes and shit. Who?
But you know
Adam Morrison.
I also blame the public. I blame it's several parts at play, but I also think about as a person, I listen to a lot of genres. I listen to country, I listen to folk, I listen to acoustic rock, and I hate to say this, but hip hop. And I don't even want, because the pop girls even got more integrity in how they produce their shit. But hip hop specifically, I think black people let them pimp out that culture so bad.
That's what we always do.
It's devalued it to a level that, like, when I look at, like, I'm a big Casey Musgraves fan, right? And Casey Musgraves don't have hits. She don't have, like, this latest album, Deeper Well, didn't have hits, but it was still a certain level of integrity. When you go to her show, it's a certain level of integrity at that show. Even her music video, the bitch shot it in Iceland. And she ain't doing Iceland numbers, but there's still a certain, the labels like Nashville, Mercury Nashville, those labels, they still invest a certain level. The level of investment in our kids is terrible. They don't invest in our kids.
Yeah.
In no form of fashion. They just don't.
Creek, a DJ, he said he don't fuck with $1 Million Baby. You sound like Flex.
I don't even know who the fuck these people are.
I don't know. I ain't gonna lie to you. That thing ring off a little bit.
That he got a smoker, and the second single low key a smoker too. But he's down with what's the guy's name? Brent Faiyaz. That's his OG.
Oh wow,
Is somebody's OG.
Dwight dude, the dude they said looked like Baby Bash.
Mm-hmm. I don't know who these people are.
$1 Million Baby.
Man, you better make me.
Let's see. Brent Faiyaz. Yeah, that's his man.
No, I know who Brent Faiyaz is.
I'm just letting you know that's his man's.
This shit, dog.
Brent Faiyaz put $1 Million Baby on.
Well, bless both of them. Bless their heart.
They getting it.
Yeah, they working. Now that song is moving.
It's just like the level of quality, like Dua Lipa's album, Radical Optimism, right?
I know her.
And I listened to it, and the replay value on it is so high because Kevin Parker. She sat down with Kevin. That's another thing. She sat down with Kevin Parker. They put from Tame Impala, who I absolutely love, and they really produced that record. Like you can hear like the integrity of the record, and it's a pop record, it's a dance record, but it's good.
You know what?
Like what? I'm sorry, hip hop as a it's whack to me.
No, but wait, DDM. I think what you about to say for Mav?
What did Tommy Davidson say? Who are these niggas?
Who are these niggas? I keep telling myself I need to make that clip. I think what you're speaking to is part of why Fam, Math, and real hip hop heads are hyped for the Common and Pete Rock thing. But they were just on Fallon. Like it looked like they said we gonna lock in and make a project. Like niggas, you said I think Nas and Premier supposed to work on a project as well. You figure all the Nas and Hit Boy stuff. But this actually reminds me of the conversation that we was having offline about how how the people in WWE may appear in regards to like being cool with each other versus the AEW people. Because I think a lot of the time in music these days, when it's been like that for a while, cats they may have a producer or they may have like 4 or 5 people that produce that they're gathering beats from. Sometimes it don't feel like it's a cohesive sound. It's not like it's not like when Nas and Hit Boy are locking in and saying we about to bang, or like Hit Boy and Alchemist for that matter, or anything that Conductor's doing with West Side Gun and them. Like they really, they understand each other because they spent that time together. It's not like that with everybody. It's not conducive because, like Fam said earlier, the industry's not album focused.
Even if it's not an album, though, at least let the single have like Glorilla. Like I like the Yeah Glow record.
Cuban.
Yeah, Glow.
Cuban on Cuban. I was like, yo,
yeah, Glow.
3-6 Mafia formula. It's definitely the Gangsta Boo Lachette formula.
Yes.
But it worked. But outside of that, like you could tell that song has a concept, it has a point of view, it is produced, and that's why it has good replay value and nutritional. A lot of these kids also too do not have sound music theory, and I blame that on them taking phonics and reading comprehension out of curriculums in public school.
I'm gonna be honest. We may have gone too deep. Right there, like I saw it.
It's election time.
It's election. It's Secretary Shade.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna be honest. When it comes to election time, I think that the remedy for what people are looking for at this point is some escapism. Because baby, it ain't no good food on either end. I think that's the balance. And I don't know if it's a response because I imagine the industry's kind of like that. But there are a lot of people who. God, again, what the Biden called the president of the Ukraine, President Putin, and he called Kamala Harris Vice President Trump. Like hearing that stuff, I may have to go listen to Tommy Richmond just to like balance out. Because if not, I'm gonna run into a brick wall trying to figure out what the.
And they went down in flames as they danced in the fire.
Exactly. That's kind of that's America.
America.
This is America.
Lazy. America has never mind. This is a wrestling show. Never mind.
Secretary Shade, YouTube. Go subscribe if you want to hear what DDM wasn't going to say just now.
Yeah. You got to, at some point, I will say this. At some point, you have to stop patting yourself on the back as the best and actually go out and be the best.
Yeah. We do that every week. I ain't going to stop patting ourselves on the back. We the fucking best.
We the
best.
We the best.
Who?
We.
Oh, BRP. Oh, I'm about to say, the Italian transit system and quality of life were back to death, but they entered the chat. Huh?
They ain't got no Italian RP.
Yeah. You might have to make an arm.
Hey, yo, it was a nigga cooking some sort of Italian dish in the middle of my office today that I wanted to knock all this food on the floor.
Who was it? On Google.
Like, I think he got you talking about the gabagool.
The gabagool.
He had whole gabagool in there?
Capricola.
Yeah, it had gravy on it.
I didn't. They kind of gravy the red. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, gravy.
It was. All I know is the goddamn the garlic was freebase. It was freebase garlic. Like, yo, in the middle of the office, fam. That's what we.
They just floating.
That's in the middle of the office.
Yeah, sometimes it be like that.
Yeah,
it be like that sometimes.
Nigga, it's 1 o'clock. Why is my nose on fire? Like, what are you?
It's you know, it's summertime.
Child Bella, nigga, going on about your business.
Fired up.
Okay, it be them niggas and then the niggas that went to the seafood restaurant last night.
Oh shit.
And then
my fault.
You want to tell all that?
All right, we should get to this show. It is 9:06, and there's it's an interesting it's an interesting week. I'll say no more. Let go.
Greetings, wrestling fans, and welcome to another action-packed card of All-Star Wrestling.
Piece of Corey bringing back Enzo saying Gabagulak. I forgot about that. What a time. Welcome back to the Black Rasslin Podcast. You've been rocking with us for the last 32 some odd minutes. You already know not only that we rock with hip hop to the soul, but God is still working on us. As always, this your boy Cal. We're going to be doing a coin toss in a minute. So I may be your predictions champion a little bit. But it ain't about me. As you can see, the squad is on the line. DDM. Say what's good to the people.
You already know it's DDM, the EST of BRP, live and in full effect. I got a facial today, y'all.
Good.
Shout out to my girl Jonna at Hot Wax in Baltimore. Check her out. How y'all doing?
Oh, what?
A facial.
A facial. I got a dermaplaning. So they like scrape the top layer of your skin off.
With what?
All of the sun. Yeah, this ain't no filter, niece. This is giving all natural.
Niece?
What did they use? Like a machete? Like what did they use to scrape?
Machete.
Like steel blade.
It's an SOS pad they scraped that nigga with.
Brother fam.
Hey, I don't know.
We here.
You know what I mean?
Brother Math. This nigga. What time is it? Yo.
Cal.
What's poppin'? I'm trying to figure out what time it is.
The chosen one from the land of the frozen sun, where drunk nights get remembered more than sober ones. Cal.
Woof. I've been there before. Shit was poppin'.
In our world, police recognize fame. Know a nigga by a walk or how they saying your name. At Math Damon.
Yeah, I heard that one before.
Damon.
I've been here before.
Damon.
Shouts out. Peace to the squad. Shouts to the chat. My fault. If you are price on the can though. If you're not already.
What the fuck is that? Why is it silver? That's the silver bullet Arizona?
Nah, that's the I mean. That's the half and half, right? Yeah.
Half and half, stupid.
Yeah, dummy.
You stupid.
The Arnold Palmer.
No,
bugging out.
It's good.
It's actually both of them.
In the can?
No, it say half and half, and it say Arnold Palmer.
Oh, I thought it said ass as well.
Nah, this is delicious.
Palmer and the ass.
Make sure y'all subscribe.
That's Arnold Palmer right there. There you
Hit
go.
the like button wherever if you're watching on YouTube and getting audio elsewhere. Please make sure you are locked in with the squad every Thursday.
Hey, Chris Brown, nobody's telling you are poor. Jamrock. I ain't afraid of no hurricane, nigga.
Yeah, wait. I saw Chris Brown. I would, cause mind you, it's good to see that you able to communicate. Cause I know, was it Burl? What did they call her? Burl?
Yeah, Hurricane Burl.
Burl through, and Chris Brown was out there. But like 2 days before that, Chris Brown was on a raft with a Yami coconut with a straw on it. They playing that. He was riding down the whatever little riverway. He was having a good ass time.
Yo, when you said Burrow, I was
Burrow.
Like, oh, this nigga from
Lil Fan was in Burrow too. Soon as because he was down there in Houston when he was down there.
Yeah, because it swept all the way through. Yeah.
Burrow was the name of the storm.
That's what I said.
Yes.
Oh, nigga, I thought Burrow was the name of the river.
Burrow. No, I don't know what the name of the river was. Jamaican River. I don't know.
Burrow, and he was sipping a coconut. I'm like, oh shit.
I don't know where he was, but he had the Burrow came through. He was good though. I had to check it and make sure he was good. Anyway. So
we're gonna get to that lady having main man leg up in the air like that.
Hold up.
What did you hear?
That's how Jersey do.
What did you hear?
Not you, cuz.
So the funny part, you know how if you got like Google Photos, it'll send you like, yo, this what you was doing such years ago.
Yes.
We sitting there chilling last night, and my wife was like, yo, remember when you was getting your feet done and the lady was doing a massage on your feet and you couldn't stop giggling?
Oh, bitch.
Grader?
Huh?
Yo, the
grader.
I don't know. It was tickling though, my nigga. And
that grader, I can't do it.
Then she was like, you ain't never had a massage on your feet, huh? I was like, what you mean, nigga? She started like, I thought the massage is, this. Nah, this nigga was holding my foot like this one.
Hitting your ass like Gunther.
So my foot, I'm like, yeah.
Tapping. No.
Hey, on my wife.
Man. They ain't put the rocks on your shit?
Nah, I don't do no drugs. But like we was sitting there and the lady was just nah, yo, and then this nigga taking pictures. She talking about, remember this?
Fam, you got to do something with your feet, my nigga.
Nah, I got tight muscles in my feet. What's wrong?
Nah, loosen them holes up, nigga.
Ain't nobody loosen my feet up. That's
What's the point of the massage?
That nigga feet up. You ain't nobody gonna tell me they loosen my feet up, nigga.
Oh my
massage, nigga.
Huh? I don't really like to be touched in that manner, especially on my feet.
You ain't never had no massage?
Oh my god.
I don't like no foot massage.
No, I'm talking about body
in general.
Period.
Yeah, I had a massage before. It's nothing I do regularly at all, though. No.
I like
it.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to get that together, cuz.
Yeah.
You carrying too much in your shoulders, nigga.
Yeah, and it's great for your circulation too.
You damn right. Let that shit go. Let it go.
Get a full body, deep tissue.
No bullshit.
I don't trust people in that manner.
When them niggas doing the Garvin stomp on your back and shit.
No side. See?
Love that shit.
Wait, so they're not just walking, they're actually going around to eat like all right. Where's your arm at? Ha! That's what they doing?
Check this out. I don't remember her name. It might have been Greta. Greta had me in the whole pretzel, my nigga.
She had you in the label lock.
Sweating You want to be her wrestling.
Ref.
Too hard done you. Take the moves there.
A massage is good. Like I highly recommend, fam. Even if you do it like once a month, I go twice a month. My massage therapist Scott, he's amazing. I get the deep tissue, 90-minute joint.
Jesus,
snot all over the place.
Yeah, just like yeah, do the elbows and they do
Bring out
all
the little ham in the
They
chest.
had me sounding like the nigga singing Reasons, yo.
Not barely.
noise. I make no noise. I just, I fall asleep sometimes. I be snoring. I snored on him a couple times.
Yeah, I farted on.
Jesus Christ.
See, this is what I'm talking about. See,
Yeah.
Like,
just let it out. You just let it out.
I think self-care, especially as black men, right? Like, I think as black men, we are trained to not do certain things and have certain things.
To destroy ourselves.
So I understand why we are not comfortable in those spaces. But a lot of those businessmen and stuff like that, and don't white men in power, they in the massage therapist twice.
They in there turning around. They get
I will say, I'm not saying you call nobody poor, but twice a month.
Well, no. Here's what I do. I have a flexible
coupon.
a healthcare spending account.
Oh, you hooked it up. You go through the job. You know what I mean? Okay.
Exactly.
Them niggas be turning around with the towel on top all of a sudden.
No, we ain't doing no freaky deaky now. We ain't doing no freaky deaky. You get your, I want that.
When you get to the second door, they be like, oh.
What's that? No.
Yeah, that nigga holding the towel up with no tie on it.
I don't know.
See, Kells understand. Shout out to Kells. Kells does twice a month.
Kells know, yo.
It's necessary. I get a massage twice a month, and I get a facial once a month, and I get a back and booty facial once a month.
See, this is what I'm talking about. See, this is what I mean. What? How do you expect niggas not to go wild with? Then you say you got a booty facial.
A what? What's a what?
They got a booty facial, nigga.
I'm adding that to the list.
They did. Like, for my back and booty facial, I go to John. I go
Hold
to.
on. Wait a second. Hold on.
What?
Hold on.
Why?
Come on, you can't play the booty facial card and expect me to. We are not the mature podcast. We just the old podcast. It's different.
Where's the booty face?
Jermaine said, "Where is New Jack? We not ending the show. We can't. That's funny. You learn something new every day.
This is what I bring.
Real tears.
Fine. This is what we do.
Yeah, this is what we do.
So what they do, right? They do a
scrub. Hey, hold on, Dad. Have you ever heard of a booty facial? Never.
Well,
like what? Come a little cold. Just a little close.
You mean like in like a literal, not like it's not sexual. Like
no, it's not. I don't.
A facial for your booty.
Right,
what is it? What is that?
Yeah.
Like where you like get it exfoliated and
your ass,
you have, like,
your booty,
or anything on it to get it soft.
Do they
to get it soft?
They crack it open?
No, I think it's just like on top of your butt.
What you mean?
Hey, yo, is it all right?
It's like if you wanted to wear like a long bikini, like your butt.
Nah, hold on.
Shout out to the chat.
I love y'all.
It's your cheeks.
And I think
that
not the hole.
It's not the hole.
No, you have to get that waxed. So like to like that's called a Brazilian. That's what they call it.
Not a Brazilian. Like
so,
if you get a Brazilian, do they got a thing like they put between the women's feet to keep? Never mind. Keep going. Anyway,
that was it. Because I ain't never heard of a booty facial. I want to know what you knew. Like who was giving you a booty facial?
Gosh.
You know, sometimes I forget where I'm at.
Yeah.
like it's so crazy because I had the same conversation with my homegirl and another friend of mine, and they ain't better eyelash. They was like, "Oh, okay, this is
A booty facial.
but
Yeah, this is not there.
I was there.
It was me. I didn't know I was doing that.
And that was him.
No, but it's just exfoliates. It makes your back nice and even.
See, I don't care about that. I don't see it.
Yeah, I
don't. Well, no, because when you go to the beach, right, and you have your swim trunks on and no shirt, you know how you see them bodybuilders and stuff, and they be having like acne and shit all on their back. They need to get a back facial, get that exfoliated, and get some extractions. They use the thing and get that out because you look crazy. That looks crazy.
Wait,
I'm just saying what you.
You can do booty facials at home.
I don't know what my ass look like. I'm good with that.
That's what you get a mirror.
Right, that ain't even my business.
No,
well, in my line of work, that is a must. So I'm gonna leave it at that.
A booty facial.
Yeah.
Yeah, last time I packed my legs open and held them up like that, I looked down there and I said, "Yo, this ain't really mine."
Yeah,
I don't really want to see that.
So, Money in the Bank.
The Baba Beefcake had no, that's probably a terrible Adrian down. Nope, I can't go there.
Money in the Bank.
I did. I mean, shit.
Money in the briefcase.
Is that like a stressful job? You know what I mean?
Giving booty facials?
Yeah, is that like is you stressed out? Like you?
No, you probably enjoy that.
Like, here's my question. Like, all right, I guess a nigga that goes for a booty facial is probably a clean nigga in general.
Yeah.
Right? God, I would assume. Like,
I would hope you're not showing up dirty for a booty facial.
You ain't like, nigga just ain't coming off the ball court like, all right, go ahead.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. Nah, get this musk up out of there. Yeah.
No, you can't do that.
Because you're supposed to be clean when you show up to the spa now.
Yeah.
I
know that much.
But you don't give yourself like a pre-booty facial before you get the booty facial.
No, you got it.
Antibacterial soap though, so I'm nice and everything's exfoliated.
Just rub a bunch of Purell on it. Just be.
Yeah. No, you gotta cut that. You gotta use the shit with the gritty. You know what I mean?
You wiping your butt with a pumice stone, nigga.
I try.
That's disgusting.
Money in the Bank. What's this past Saturday? Jesus Christ. Yeah, we just got to move on. I mentioned it earlier. There was a tie. I'm sorry, brother fam. Your reign
is over.
I mean,
almost. It's almost over.
Almost. We got a picker wheel. I gotta set it up.
You already know you're gonna win again, Kyle.
It's between me and DDM.
Yo, how did
you want me to pull up the results?
This nigga been winning since he been here. I don't like this shit.
You ain't show work last week, nigga.
Yeah, how about that? Let me actually pull up the results.
I have family things going on.
No, of course. But I mean,
sorry, bastard.
Oh, Shelly, you missed it.
What messed you up, Math? Honestly, is you picked Codeland Roads.
Yeah, I thought they was gonna win.
You picked Code. I think that's what messed you up because you had. We probably all would have been tied. Anyway, let me get this picker wheel set up.
I'll let them know the results so they can see my greatness.
Oh, let me pull up the tweet.
Hey, yo, when we go to Vegas, we can't all get booty facials.
No, we cannot.
Like together.
I'm not getting a booty facial.
I don't know what this family. I don't know what this weed stuff is. I won't let a nigga touch my back. What do you think?
As a family.
I'm not getting a booty facial.
I don't care what kind of group things you into. I'm not.
You say yeah, Cal?
No, I am not.
It's just
getting a booty facial.
Yo,
hey, yo, Shells, you
wildin'.
All right, so predictions, as you can see,
cheating. Y'all cheated. All you niggas cheated. I've been, you know what I mean. I demand a recount.
How is it a recount? You didn't pay for my husband, and that's why I got my husband's merch on today because I knew he was going to win.
You mean the nigga that's suspended? I'm afraid of going.
It don't matter.
It
don't matter. It's we a McIntyre house over here.
I also don't speak any French. I don't know about this we stuff.
Well, DDM McIntyre. DDM Moss McIntyre hyphenated.
Well, let's see if you could win this belt.
Well, we already know you're gonna win because the wheel be fixed. You win every time.
No, I don't.
All right, let's go.
Do I?
And the wheel make the deal.
Spin the wheel, make the deal. All right, let's.
Who's spinning the wheel?
I am, unless somebody else wants to.
No, let him spin it. We already know how this going to turn out.
Oh, that nigga cheating.
I didn't do nothing.
Hit the button.
The nigger wheel.
Yeah, that nigga cheated.
Told you, it happened every time.
Yeah, Cal cheating, y'all.
I don't know. Listen, I'm gonna be honest. I was rooting for Cal this time, and let me tell you why.
Oh, because you didn't get your belt.
No. That had nothing to do with it. I don't care nothing about that. This nigga DDM won one match and gave the Chatter booty facial because this nigga, he showed his whole hind parts in the goddamn chat. Nigga said, I told you niggas I would like to thank the Academy, nigga.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
I was going to win. You whores know nothing about wrestling. This nigga was wilding in the chat.
He did say whores. Yeah.
Whores.
Whores. Go ahead and roll a show. At this point, if we got to come to a wheel, we know Cal is winning.
It's not my fault.
This is why we should still be flipping a quarter.
It's the same thing.
It's literally the same thing.
No, this is cheating.
What'd I do? Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Did I cheat? If that what you want to hear, I cheated.
Just say you
cheated. We'll watch.
Huh? It's okay. It's all right.
Raggedy bitch.
You raggedy bitch.
Bubba got dang Gump, yo. Shout out to Bubba Gump. Why?
They should have gave him the belt like last Friday, so I wouldn't have to pay for shipping. I don't gotta
This nigga don't ever send it anyway.
Hey, how about that? You've been holding on to it since you won it from me.
This bitch lost it 6 months ago.
This shit changed 3 times. You still got the belt.
I'm sorry.
Just stating facts.
Yeah.
Money in the Bank. I guess because DDM chose Drew McIntyre, you wasn't surprised at that. Was anybody else surprised that Drew McIntyre actually won the briefcase in that match?
I was.
Yes.
I was, and the only reason why I was surprised is I was expecting the screw job. Another, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, so was I. I was expecting a screw job. Then when he won, I'm like, oh, this nigga's gonna cash in tonight.
Literally. Well, I guess that's.
Yeah, I just expected the wrong screw job.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, there was that talk about. So I don't know if I've seen a full explanation of what happened in the Damian Priest Seth match, but it's funny you mention that because there's that spot where Seth hit him with something and he was getting Damian was in pinning position and count 1, 2, and the rest said no, he kicked out, but the camera was right there and that man was just laid up. But seconds later, the music hit and Drew McIntyre came out. I'm wondering if the music was supposed to hit after the 2.
Yeah, no, there's no doubt about that. Triple H mentioned it. He didn't directly mention it, but he mentioned it in the press joint at the end.
Triple H is doing the same thing Vince McMahon did, but because Vince McMahon used to do what people hated, Triple H is determined to make Damian Priest a thing, whether people care or not.
That's their pick.
You said make him a thing.
I don't live, and I want to live for Damian. I want to live for LaDamian, but I don't live.
Yeah, so do I. Especially seeing them come up from Punishment Martinez.
Right.
You know, I like you've seen him the whole time. So you want him you want him to win, but it's not there. The curl just ain't.
Something's not connected.
The problem is this is the worst booked he's been since he's been in the company. He's looked way better several times. Like I said, when he was winning the North American Championships in NXT, when this nigga was fighting with Bad Bunny, he did the lifting in those ordeals, and he looked great then. It's so much yo-yo booking with, well, he's gonna be the honorable member of the bad guy team, and he's telling him stay back. Oh, but then he's back being a bad guy. They just haven't been consistent with what he's doing.
Here's the thing, though, fam. I agree with you from a wrestling perspective, but that has nothing to do with when he opens his mouth, and that is always my issue with him. Like, he is a phenomenal wrestler. He has a phenomenal look and a phenomenal presence. But when he opened his mouth, I just don't believe it.
I can understand that.
We had a guy come on this podcast years ago.
Years ago.
And he was talking about, and I'm going to bring the same statement up later on if we talk about other things.
Okay.
Shout out to Brother Kaz. When he came on this podcast, he said, I want my champion to look like he get broads. He didn't use the same word as I use. But and that's the thing. In real life, Damian Priest is a nigga that get chicks.
And dudes.
I'm not aware. However.
Not in storyline.
However, they need to figure out what that is and tap into that. Every other dude that we've known who get really a successful women backstage have been really good at promos.
Yeah.
Charles Manson Punk, Jonathan Cena. You know what I'm saying? The neighborhood Ric Flair. Like, all of these niggas are known to, you know what I mean, shiggity boo wop wop outside.
Right.
And then come in and give you magic on the microphone.
Shout out to Tristan. I screamed at that comment.
What we saying?
I don't.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
I would prefer my champion to look like he gonna beat somebody's ass, but that's neither here nor there.
Well, then you'll get goddamn Braun Artest.
You should have Braun Breaker.
What happened? Because I feel like I can't tell what they think about Braun Breaker. Clearly, they're feeling like he's a future, I don't say megastar, but he feel like he about to be somebody. But do they not think that he's ready? Do y'all think he's ready to hold a title?
To hold a mid-card title?
I thought he was winning this weekend.
A lot of people did.
Yeah.
A lot of people did. We all had him picked for this match. So it was kind of surprising to me that he had that match that he had, jumping off the ring apron and clothesline motherfuckers on the table and whatnot, and then still lose to then have, because the stuff on Raw, mind you, he got his hits back, but he's been doing that for like the last month on Raw.
For the last month.
That's how they build him.
That's why I don't understand the L.
Right.
Like I understand like a DQ L, but I don't understand this one. For him to come back and get a W, I don't get it unless he injures him and then gets the W over somebody else.
We think Jonko said they got that first L out the way.
Yeah, you know what though? You're right. I think that's a big deal. Are they doing things? Because that's the second thing on this card that they did that keeps them out of booking themselves in a corner where we got to worry about some sort of weird streak or whatever.
This nigga is lost. NXT don't count?
No, NXT don't count.
If I will say it does. I think NXT counts in getting motherfuckers watching invested, but just Carmelo Hayes, Lyra Valkyria, they get to the main roster. Dragunov, they get to the main roster as dope as they are, and they still at the bottom. They got to work their way up. Think of the recent crop that's hit the roster from a couple months ago. Which one of them is like which one of them is holding a belt in a month?
Yeah, but it's fucking Braun Breaker. This nigga is legit one of them.
That's so what
I don't know if it would matter that it's been a month. I could, you know what I mean? I'm just speaking for myself.
I think what happens is, and you notice how when they bring people up, Michael Cole does that full like
he's telling them stories.
This is such and such and such because he did such and such and such and such and such. Like he tell a whole bio. He reading the bio when these niggas come out because they don't consider like it's separate canon.
Yeah. They do really look at it like this not that this person is new because they will reference the NXT stuff, but in regard to the pecking order in storyline in the main roster, they at the bottom.
I also feel like that is pro old school booking because in Canada he would have definitely went over 2 years ago.
Yes, if this felt like the moment, I don't know when the next moment like the oh shit he got the title or damn they finally did like I don't know what moment they're building towards with him, what pay-per-view, what show that they're going to finally give him some gold. But I imagine if it doesn't happen by the end of this year, I would really be wondering what the
for mid-card.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this question because I think to me, and I know this is going to sound crazy, I think Braun Breaker is. I think did you say fam 2 years ago he would have got that title in Canada? Mm-hmm. I think Braun Breaker is such a Vince McMahon era kind of wrestler, in my personal opinion. What his character does, and I'm speaking purely from a character space because I actually like him in ring a lot. Mm-hmm. I don't know how that character translates.
Braun Breaker?
Yeah, I because the character to me doesn't have much dimension.
There's not a lot there.
If we're going to be a monster, the problem I have with that angle is you got Braun Strowman on that roster. You got Bobby Lashley on that roster. You got guys who look like legit monsters. Braun, you're a little bit short. You got lifts in your boots. Oh, no. And as far as muscle mass, your muscle mass is great, but it's not so intimidating that I'm believing you just destroying everybody. You know what I'm saying?
You don't think this nigga looks like a monster?
He looks like but let's see what he looked like next to Braun Strowman. Let's see what he looked like next to Bobby Lashley. Let's see what he looked like next to those kind of guys. But
the only the person that I'm rocking with you with is Bobby Lashley.
Right.
I don't count Braun Strowman as a monster. That nigga's like the clown show to me.
His knees hurt.
But Bobby Lashley, I'm with you. But
so let me ask you this question, man. And I'm sorry I cut you off.
No, I'll cut you off. Go ahead.
Let me ask you this question. Do you still believe he's a monster standing next to Obafemi?
Oh shit.
Who?
Braun Breaker.
No. Because Obafemi
is a problem.
Obafemi would make Bobby Lashley look the same.
Yeah. Look
like
nervous.
A little ass boy.
Mm-hmm. I don't know about that, but you make him nervous.
Presentation wise, Braun's probably a monster next to everybody. What they've been doing with him, that little lap around the goddamn ring, the old Braun used to do. You know what I mean? The Braun Strowman used to do. Mm-hmm. They just switched it over to I think they're still booking him like a monster. I don't know if it matters. Like I think if niggas is taller than him, it's gonna be believable when he run through him because he's a nut.
He is a nut.
That nigga reminds me of Kurgan.
This nigga right here.
Nah, Braun Strowman.
Yeah, I feel bad for Braun having to run around that ring. I'll tell you that much. Because his legs look like they hurt.
Yeah, he do move like
Jesus Christ, that man was.
I think for
Sorry.
In NXT, Braun Strowman felt a certain kind of way because of the booking and everything like that. And also, too, as the BRP resident NXT person.
Here you go.
Because I feel like I am, right? Because I watch it every day.
That's a very leading question. Just say it.
At the time when Braun, to be fair, at the time when Braun Breaker was champion in NXT, Obafemi didn't exist then. He was looking like a monster next to Carmelo Hayes, who in body type matches him a little.
It's like a monster next to Carmelo Hayes.
Right, exactly. So I look at the era. He also was the champion in NXT.
All right, put the bird back in. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Like figuring it out, right? So I'm not discrediting his run as NXT champion because it's very valid, but also too, I'm looking at it with a lot of different factors. And when you come on main roster and you have your whole thing is I'm a monster, I've run through people, I'm the dog.
No.
Woof, woof, woof.
Trick is not a monster.
No, Trick's not a monster. He's very charismatic though.
Yeah.
But
you see your monster almost again.
when you like the monster guy, that does, and there's no dimension to that monster, that presents a problem when you go into a place where you have guys who legit look like monsters. Like, does he look like a monster next to Drew McIntyre? No.
No. This picture does make him look a little smaller.
So,
stature-wise.
You talk. So the monster is in the stature, but I also think it's in the action as well.
Oh, absolutely. And he gives monster action, but is that enough when you don't have a monster real like
physique?
Is he a monster or a demon?
So,
all right, wait a minute.
Yeah, he's so at one point in time, Rick Steiner was a monster.
Yeah.
Rick was also more buff looking, and he had a personality.
Rick was a big guy.
Rick was wilder. If some of those matches, Scott looked like he had his head at least screwed on a little better than Rick. Rick was just going on there throwing motherfuckers and jumping off the top rope and shit.
He was going absolutely crazy, and they used to
rein it in. Yeah.
So, I believed Rick Steiner, so I guess it's just I don't know, bro. But I'm with Braun Breaker. I think Braun Breaker is one of them guys.
Oh no, I think he's going to be great. They're going to make sure that he's great. There's certain people that they're going to, no matter what grievances you may have with their presentation, their character, whatever, the company is going to make them a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And they made that very clear when they said that Braun Breaker would be a problem or a focus going into the Netflix era.
Yeah, he feels like this is his pre-Roman Reigns push era. They're trying to figure out what's going on with him. But when you'll know when he's got that rocket strapped to his back and it's starting to just. All right, what else happened at Money in the Bank?
Mother Strat. Ow.
Yeah, so Drew McIntyre won the briefcase for the men's match. Tiffany Stratton won the briefcase in the women's match. A brutal women's match. I don't know. Like, I was surprised Zoe Stark was running around Monday night because she caught a lot of them caught a couple of bad ones on them ladders, but she had a couple of moves in that match. Like,
yeah, it just was close. G.
Chelsea Green, Mother Chelsea.
I live for Mother Green. That was my pick. Mother Green took them tables like a champ. I know she ain't win the suitcase. See, here's the thing. When we did our prediction, my pick was either going to be Mother Green or Tiffany. I knew
those are the only two valid niggas in the match.
Only one.
Good point. Yeah, very good point.
But I wanted Mother Green to get it, but I'm not mad that Tiffany won it. I like that Tiffany won it too because Tiffany, no shade, she's on track to be probably the first NXT talent from that group to actually hold something.
Yeah, I think she a successful cash in looks like
she's going through the roof.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a while. It's gonna be a very long time. She gonna carry that thing around for a long time.
I hope so. I hope she makes it a thing. They make
that bitch in soon.
Because I think the storyline is there for her to turn on Nia Jax, even though they're cool. Because Nia Jax has got the match set up for SummerSlam, which she should. They'll probably make it official on Friday with her and Bayley because of her Queen of the Ring win. But if you wanted to have Tiff be the ultimate heel and insert herself into that match with the briefcase, it's right there. But they'd have to play that. But yeah, this bump right here,
that was nasty.
I know she's holding her head, but it's shit. That was a fall.
It do look like she's doing a high school sit up in midair.
It was nasty.
That was an ill bump though. So shouts to her. She knows she's here for. She did an interview today. She's really here to be like, if you think of Miz level entertainers in terms of like, I'm here for the entertainment. I'm not trying to be Bryan Danielson or Serena Deeb or whatever. She's on that path.
And I love that. And I think that the women's scene, the women's wrestling, they need somebody like that. And I think what I admire about Chelsea Green, and is she the best in ring? We know that she's not.
Right.
But she's competent and she's solid. Right. And what I like about Chelsea Green is that Chelsea said, you know what? I'm not going to be this type of girl, because they're never going to book me like this type of girl.
Right.
So I'm going to find a way. She took a character that on paper, we cringed a little bit when we read the synopsis of what that character was going to be. A Karen, and like, what? But then she took that character. She brought some personality out of Piper.
Right.
She really made that character work. And her performance in the Royal Rumble, she didn't win. I don't even think she lasted that long, but I cracked the hell up when she did that.
She was there for a while, Dad.
Chelsea Green, I love a person who understands where they stand on the chessboard and works to the full potential of where they are at.
You're always going to have a job.
Exactly. And I love that. And you know what? Because of that, I root for her. And I'm not saying she should have a long title reign at all. But at some point, I would love to see Chelsea Green as a women's champion. If Miz can be the world a triple crown champion twice, she could have that belt one time.
That's just open for her, yeah.
Some girls who we've had worse girls hold that belt with half the personality.
Facts. Yeah, well, that's the thing, Bernard. I think she, as nice she was in Lucha Underground, it's like, will WWE call for her character to even have to do that level of in-ring work? They may not. They may not. Shouts to her, though. What else? Was there anything else of note? CM Punk obviously caused Drew McIntyre. Braun lost. John Cena popped out and announced that his road to retirement starts in January 2025. Will be ending in December. He said this Royal Rumble is going to be his last Rumble.
Dickhead fucking up the ticket prices.
Yeah, no, them shits is go Mania tickets in Vegas. John Cena's last. Yeah, it's gonna be a problem.
Book your hotels now. I'm telling y'all now. As soon as rooms open up, I'm booking. I'm not waiting for nobody because it's gonna be astronomical.
You fucking asshole.
Just so y'all clear, DDM's talking to us. He's talking to us. Yeah. But it's gonna be, again, the mention of John Cena, because you figure. I saw somebody sent me a message earlier.
I will say this is worth having a conversation about, because I say yes.
Well, yeah, we'll get there. There's people already making lists of who they think his eventual last opponent's going to be. But that's an interesting question, Joey Savage. Can you bring that message back up, brother fam? I'm sorry.
This is that fuck ass shit. Go back.
This nigga. Well,
y'all stop trying to. God dang it.
No, because brother fam brings up a good question, or he brings up a good point. Joey Savage asked, who thinks Cena's winning another WWE title? Because right now, I believe Ric Flair. Ric Flair's at 17. Let me confirm.
They tied at 17.
They tied at 17. Listen, this nigga's got 40 plus. He's got 40 plus dates. He's wrestling
so 40 far.
Plus dates.
Yeah.
This is TVs. And he's winning some sort of goddamn title. If it ain't nothing but that Super Continental title, he's winning one of them titles.
I'm fine with it.
I agree with that.
I'm A-okay with whatever, only because we've seen the Roman stuff, we've seen the Gunther. There's been a lot of people that's had these title reigns that have been, I don't want to say destroying the past, but kind of establishing the new historical record. And John Cena, for the future of this WWE TKO situation, he's going to be one of them ones with all. That's for him. Not even being champion for him ain't shit. Being the dude that's got the most reigns is the biggest kudos to him, because he's gonna die and his name is gonna be etched in the record books.
You know who would be dope for him to lose to on his last match?
R-Truth.
Nah, that's the first match. Him losing to a heel Cody Rhodes going out with black hair would be crazy.
A modern dashing Cody Rhodes beating John Cena on his way out.
Get all that shit out of here.
That's my favorite thing about the Cody Rhodes character is that the heel turn is just that. It ain't much. He already does so much that traditional heels do.
You got a list.
It's just that, because he wears suits to the ring every day. Like, you know what I mean? And they got a chain on his lapel. I hated that. I wanted him. He's a heel for that.
He was a heel. Yeah, it's always very subtle shit. It's always
looks like a 1990s cartoon villain on like Jim and the Holograms. He looked like he owns Starlight Music.
This is trash, dog. Look at this shit.
But the last time is now.
Yo,
John Cena, farewell.
I hate hearing this. I hate when he came out. I said, Jesus Christ,
brother. I think that it's appropriate and I think it's fair. John Cena is the face of an era.
Yes.
He's the face of a generation. He is to what children in the 80s used to look at Hulk Hogan as.
Thank you, Paul.
For children in the 2000s, he is Hulk Hogan to them. He is the Undertaker to them. So I think that this is right, and I think that he's in better condition than some of his peers who tried to do this.
Them kids out here smoking grass. They don't give a fuck about John.
You're such a hater.
You don't think? I told my son. My son was like, "God damn."
Even he said it like, "Oh, this shit is ass."
Hey, Daddy, you know what?
you know this shit trash, right, Daddy? Sit down. But all them little kids that was like 6, 7, 8 years old, just like all them people are coming back with, oh shit, The Rock is back in wrestling. I'm about to be next year is good. You're going to be getting all that. This is the last time seeing this. Line up all the opponents. Line them all up.
And that spinner belt still sells. No shade. No shade.
He may bring it back. He may win the title and bring the stunner belt or the spinner belt back one more again. Shouts to Hardy Wrestling.
Shout out to Steph Hardy, man. She was everywhere this weekend.
Yes, she was. She was working. She was in the scrum. You saw her. Lady said, "Hey, do you have a match?" She said, "Give me this microphone, guy. I got a question." Shouts out.
Serious is. Oh, I'm sorry.
I ain't gonna lie. From a fashion perspective, I know people hate it, and it's not regarded as one of the most prettiest belts. But that stunner belt, that spinner belt, do it for me.
No, it's trash. It's whack. It's super whack.
I like it. It's gaudy. It's ostentatious, and
just like John Cena.
It looked like it's 8-bit. That nigga got an 8-bit belt. Yeah. 8-bit belt.
The WrestleMania version look cute though. I got that from when I fall on hard times.
Hard times. I don't think of it.
Would you? Look at this bullshit, dog.
Nah, those are bad belts.
That's like, because that was around the time where AutoZone had the fake spinner rims.
Yo, shout out to Alejandro, Francisco, and Julio from the produce section. Yo, they used to whip the Chevy Cavalier with the hubcap, with the spinner hubcap on
that you had to.
Oh, you used to walk by that bitch and flip it.
Like seen it. Yeah.
I love spinning them shits, yo.
Yo, you gonna have a belt.
Next week I'm gonna have some of them pictures. Little Fam he didn't go nowhere without the Cena hat. He didn't go no place without his Cena hat. And then there's some pictures where he had the the wristbands too.
Facts. They got the whole shit. We
and
went
that,
on.
and exactly that's what I'm saying. Like he is such an icon.
Oh
yeah, that's the word.
Such an icon, and he, like I said, he's in better shape than some of how many people have tried to do their last run and it was a damn mess. And
it's gonna be a run. It's gonna be a run for real.
Goddamn mess! You seen him take that hat off?
That's a small thing. It ain't nothing a shade can't fix. We know he got a sunroof.
Nigga, Hogan wrestled his whole career with this down.
Yeah.
None of this.
I was
6.
I know. I thought that was his cut. I thought that was the cut he chose.
Nigga. That was his cut. That's why you like Damian Demento, huh?
Facts.
Love that nigga. Yeah.
Wait, I think there's some breaking news.
Give me the now on. You know what I mean?
Brother fam, I don't know what your plans are going to be for Saturday. Let me pull this up 1 second because Doc D dropped a message on the timeline.
I saw
he said he's going to have to squeeze a little karaoke in there because the homegirl's coming through and she wants to. So, yeah, if you're going to be at BlurredCon, not only is it going to be the Dream Panel 2024, but there may be some karaoke in the building. So, shouts out Doc D. Holla at Doc D on Twitter for all the details. For real. John Cena? Are y'all trying to see one of John Cena's last matches before it's a wrap?
Oh, we will.
We will.
I'll see him at Mania.
I wonder who's he wrestling at Mania. He put somebody over, or
at Mania? No, he might win a belt at Mania.
He may be on the.
That's when he get that Super Continental.
He may get that 17th title win.
Still Damian Priest.
I think they got to rewrite the books, and Cena is the most valuable and realistic option if you want to match Ric Flair or beat that Ric Flair record. Yeah. John Cena, I think is because it couldn't be Randy Orton. Like that just love Randall to death, but no.
I don't run into each other though. They'll run into each other.
They have to.
I don't think that's the last one. I think the last one has to serve a purpose. It's either got to be someone new or it makes someone that's already established even bigger. It's almost the same effect as take a streak given to Brock.
But also too, whoever this person is, they got to be able to stand up to him on that microphone, and they got to be able to stand up to him. They're because Cena will roast the hell out of you.
Yeah, R.I.P. Rocky. He murdered that nigga.
Facts. Yeah, putting the shit on his arm. I mean, he showed up looking stupid.
He apologized. He's been apologizing for that for a while though.
Yeah.
Nigga, did y'all? Do y'all not? First of all, do y'all not remember that Solo thumbed this nigga 19 times and Solo ain't do shit?
You know who else Cena murdered?
See,
y'all tribal chief.
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. That first thing, all you're doing is saying no, he didn't a couple times. He murdered that nigga several times. Right. We watched the tape. We all watched.
You said yes, he did. He did not. He did not. This is what I'm saying. Solo beat him. Nothing happened with Solo.
No, that's not.
Didn't he take Solo out at Mania?
Yeah, that's not John Cena's fault. Solo Sikoa needs to develop a personality and one that's not contrived. What's keeping to me, and shout out to Solo if you want to come on Black Rasslin Podcast, I'm down. But no shade, Solo. Roman and Rock have created a space for you, okay? Because if you did not have this whole bloodline thing going on, I'm not convinced that we would care about Solo Sikoa.
Damn.
And just because he spiked John Cena a couple of times, that's nice. But at the end of the day, you know why he didn't blow up? Okay, right. It's because he not a blow up personality.
Neither is John Cena. Ain't the blow up guy.
Oh, yeah,
he's not.
You are clear. Like this is you tripping.
Are
you crazy?
You are tripping.
Okay.
Why you say that, man?
Yo, it's niggas thought that Solo was gonna jump off the page, right? Because of the John Cena win.
That when he won, a lot of people were wondering what was gonna be next for him. Yes.
Who was before Solo? Austin Theory.
Yes.
These are motherfuckers. Austin Theory could talk at he could talk on the mic. He had a character, right?
He's a character, yes.
So did he not get the Cena's stimulus package as well, or did he not?
He won. He beat Cena at Mania, right? Was that the opening match night 2?
Yeah, I believe so.
Did he not have what it takes?
But see, here's the thing. This is where kayfabe and real life bleed into each other. Even though he beat him, the way that Austin Theory had been booked up into that match, people are like, okay, the audience is not dumb. The audience is so tuned into what's happening on the show and off, and they understand to a certain degree booking. So they knew that this was like trying to give, like, you, Austin Theory. I'm a represent Salt tonight because this is always Salt. Shout out,
y'all are both Salt.
Well, you the night when you talk about John Cena, that's no shade. But I mean, when we at some point the talent has to take that alley-oop that they're getting and really push that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like, don't do John Cena because you like
what I'm saying. I get it. Niggas love John Cena, but y'all think John Cena is what he is not. He's not that guy no more. The nigga lost to the Fiend.
He lost to the Fiend at Pandemic Mania. Yeah,
at Mania.
Talking
the nigga lost to Austin Theory.
Come on, you know why? Like,
and then he got on the microphone and got cooked by Roman Reigns. Y'all talking this 2017 shit? I see the fucking chat. The nigga got cooked.
But Math, I think the one thing is 2025. They're going to do everything to keep John Cena in the relevancy conversation for today. I don't think I'm not saying he's going to be super seen. He's going to be beating everybody, but he's going to be a premier. They're going to push him like it was 18 years ago.
That don't mean just because they're pushing it that way does not mean that it's going to be accepted the same way.
You don't think the fans are going to be hype for the whole year because it's his final year? I'm only asking because
I'm looking at y'all and y'all loving this shit.
That's funny.
Made a decision and you gonna stick to it. That's
when Cena returned the last time, there were obvious cheers because somebody came back and there's nostalgia. But
certain people.
But exactly, I think the thing is Cena's at a certain level. He is the guy through that era. A lot of them guys that are out there in that crowd were little kids when he was coming up. Pause. But he's at that status now where he's like, we understand how much you've done for us, so we're going to give you that reverence, especially when he's saying this is my last year. I don't think it's going to be a situation where the crowds are going to be just like regular boo, cheer, super Cena, whatever. I think every time he comes, especially if he's only doing a finite number of dates, I think they're going to be turned up every date.
This is my thing, right? I get it. Like, it's certain niggas that deserve that Kobe World Tour, right. That final. It's certain people. John Cena deserves that. That's without a shadow of a doubt. John Cena deserves that. He's one of those guys.
Right.
But the reason that they made that, the reason that he came and made that announcement is because you wouldn't get that without the announcement. Does that make sense?
I feel what you think if Cena's randomly came out, there would have been ho-hum, whatever. You need a certain type of...
If he did a run, if he did 20 dates, however many dates, five
like the previous one.
Or whatever, and just said, this is my last match, you wouldn't get what you're getting now.
Of course.
So
of course.
What I'm saying, niggas would not be that. That's my point. The niggas is hype because, this is Cena's last shit. If they didn't make that announce, niggas wouldn't care.
I disagree. I think if Cena comes back and says, this isn't a one-off. I'm here for a while, and I'm here for multiple dates. They're like, oh, John is getting a run. I think that there's buzz there. No, there's nothing that's going to match the buzz of me coming in and saying I'm having my retirement tour. But that's kind of the point.
Okay. What I'm saying is the retirement tour is what's going to get you hyped to say, yo, this is the greatest shit ever. No, and it's not gonna be
that. I think you're right, and I think that you could say that for a lot of people.
So when we revisit this shit, I hope he don't look like Edge.
And you're wrong.
I don't know if he's gonna look like Edge.
No,
because he's not gonna jump off the cage.
Because like Stephanie Vaquer. He said, look, I'm not going down there. I'm going to stay up here.
Right. John Cena know where he lived. Edge decided to jump off the building. And no shade, how dare you compare John Cena to Edge?
Hey, they look the same to me in the last appearance.
Edge was on the list of people that are in the running for John Cena's last match. From the message I got sent, like the booking or the betting odds, they got Edge on that list somewhere.
Shout out to Stephanie Vaquer.
Edge is giving Pomeranian. John Cena is
Edge is actually one of the best heels to John Cena's babyface during his main run. Edge was really important during that era.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I think that's why people said he should come through. But
I think when he triggered me. Math triggered me when he said that he was like Edge.
See, that's you can't fall for that.
Right.
Don't fall on that trip. Yeah, you. I think trash somebody and have a nigga insult their mama. No, she couldn't look that good. Like you don't let this nigga get you that. So
that fried chicken wasn't shit. I eat that shit.
It was cheap.
That's a damn shame. Nah, so I mentioned her name. I felt like the story was bigger when I heard it initially. So actually, let's go down the timeline. So Stephanie Vaquer, is it official? Shawn Michaels tweeted it, so I'm assuming she's WWE. It's officially WWE bound.
Lied to it.
I saw her even posted on her Instagram stories because he basically said, "Boom, you." So let's go back. There was a release the other day from CMLL and New Japan, and they said, hey, she's citing personal reasons. Stephanie Vaquer is leaving both of our rosters immediately. CMLL's taking her World Women's title and the tag title that she was holding. She's not going to be at Fantastica Mania or any of these other dates. I think she was booking through, there were like 3 months of New Japan dates, Rev Pro, everything. She was out here.
I don't believe this, but and we'll get there.
Believe what? Wait, I'm sorry, I didn't see what. Joe.
But this sentiment is why the story is big.
This is why it blew. Well, because again, that was what, when I saw that she was off of both of the rosters after a couple of weeks ago having that match against Mercedes Moné, people cheering her and booing Mercedes, and then her even having comments about, I want to get the rematch, blah, blah, blah. Like, I figured she was AEW bound, and from what Meltzer's reports deeper into the situation are, it looks like they did give her an offer. Mm-hmm. She, after CML and New Japan put out their releases, she put out her own release and saying, I'm grateful for them and everything they've done for me. I'm vacating the titles. I apologize to my fans, but I can't be present. I can't be present at these shows. And then that's when Shawn Michaels dropped the tweet. Now, word on road, as people are diving into this, because let the record show.
Yes, let the record show.
6 years ago, she had a WWE tryout. And at the time, she didn't get picked up, which is probably, it may have been for the best. I think if you look at the Drew McIntyres, a lot of other people, there's certain times when you go into WWE, and if you go into WWE, you could just be another face. But if you go outside of WWE, build your character, and then come back, it looks like a good investment for them. Mm-hmm. She was also apparently always wanting to go to WWE at some point. She's from Chile. She's wrestling in Mexico. Word is that, and I don't. WWE has a show in Mexico City on July 13th, and rumor is that she's supposed to be debuting there. There's been a lot of speculation about her, and because I imagine she'd be going to NXT, so a lot of talk about her and Julia, who's also supposed to be NXT bound, is supposed to be linking up. And then there's the other side of the, like Joey said. Sierra said they were all. I did read that CMLL and New Japan are supposed to be very upset over the situation. Again, New Japan had been promoting these dates. I want to say it said it was like 3 months they've been doing all these ads. They're like, she should have known, if she knew that she was going to be making this jump. Why didn't she say anything beforehand? Because they're saying that she told them that she signed a contract on Monday. Like, this is all fresh. And I think that may be why she's we'll get to that in a second. So I think that may be why she's having to cut all these ties. And shouts to Semper Vivi on Wrestling Observer Live, because I remember hearing the story briefly last March, where she had presented allegations that her boyfriend at the time, Quattrero, who wrestled in AAA in Mexico, had strangled her, and he'd been in prison. Like, and there's photos of her with like red marks on her neck and whatnot. Like, she'd put this out there, and he'd been in prison. And at the time when he got locked down, some of the people that he was cool with, including Rush and Dralistico, who were currently on the AEW roster, they were posting messages in support of her ex-boyfriend. Some people are saying that this may have been a situation where, because I hear that the dude is supposed to be getting released soon. He's popular now, so he may be walking free on the road. Well, I don't think there's a thought that she wouldn't want to be in that predicament in AEW, where there's people who are supporting him, where they just have had Forbidden Door. They're kind of all cross-promotionally working together. All of this stuff versus her being a fan of WWE, and I don't know what Shawn Michaels also told her in terms of you trying to go down to Orlando, but it sounds like she made the decision that was for her. I'm just confused. It's a conversation about them saying that she was stolen from AEW, because Dragon Lee as well. It don't feel like she was a lock for AEW. I think like a lot of things, it felt like people assumed that she'd be AEW bound because of Forbidden Door and the connections with CMLL and New Japan. It made sense.
So
I'm being honest. Go ahead. I'm sorry, fam.
Now, being that because AEW prides itself on being the alternative to WWE, and one of the things that they've always done is the one thing, like WWE for the most part is like, hey nigga, if you on that TV, you ass for the most part, or we have control over what you do. AEW's always been the folks, we're gonna bring this indie guy and show him off, and no ties. But listen, when you do that, baby, you the tryout. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? They ain't got to bring everybody to Orlando. They TV work. They internet work. Mm-hmm. So when they say she got stolen, she didn't have no rings on them fingers.
Right. Stolen she was single.
Yeah.
Ain't no rings.
I blame, if you want to blame anybody, you need to blame Tony Khan, because quite frankly, I know it's Forbidden Door, but you put one of your biggest signings, who, for right, wrong, or indifferent, for better or worse, whether Mercedes had a great match or not, people were going to tune in to see Mercedes, and WWE was going to tune in because they're probably still keeping tabs on Mercedes.
Of course, yeah.
So, So Stephanie benefited from that. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I know the wrestling world will kill me, but I had never heard of this chick before that match with Mercedes.
A lot of people have.
Now, all right, this is the truth. This is the truth, and this is where all the sauce came from. I'm gonna be honest. Everybody is talking about AEW niggas crying. No, the WWE niggas pour so much sauce and pour champagne over somebody that most of them niggas
don't
ain't
even
know.
Yeah, they don't
niggas
even
like,
know.
Oh, I told y'all niggas we going to the ship. We done got home.
What's her name? What's her name?
Joe,
Tammy.
You know, and
Tammy Vaquer. What's her name?
Is she gonna be very dope on that NXT roster? And as somebody delightfully said earlier in the chat, she gonna mess around and end up in the LWO.
You muted, man. You muted, man.
And I'm not saying that she's a bad wrestler or anything. It's just that, quite frankly, all of this pomp and circumstance and hoopla, to me, and you know, I be reading Mercedes down. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I would have never seen this chick if she didn't wrestle with Mercedes. And that's the bottom line. For me. I'm not, you know, I know that she has fans and people do know her. But all of this pomp and circumstance, and I'm like, okay, after this pomp and circumstance is over, is Sis going to be able to move the needle?
I hope so.
I hope so too. But right now, for me, it's giving wait and see, because half of y'all can't even pronounce her last name. So why y'all are so popular?
Well, you know why. It was Dunkin' time. Everybody listen. Everybody loved Dunkin' time. Oh.
I was gonna say though, because DDM, I think the one thing I'll say to what you know the comment you just made, you may have to just trust the process. I mean, you said earlier you are the NXT watcher. Joe Hendry, Ethan Page, Jordan Grace, they're making the right decision.
She's gonna get stolen. She's already stolen, by the way.
We should definitely talk about Mariah May in a little bit.
Declined, so I don't think she's going nowhere.
We'll see.
She did this weird video where she was making this. She made a belt bag, right? For her championship, but she kept referring to the next person that's going to hold the championship. It was just an interesting thing. It was this past week. I didn't know she sold.
Sierra, that is exact. Sierra said an NXT locker room needs more wrestlers, not in-house made wrestlers. That's what Sean's doing right now. I think we were speaking earlier about the group of people who went up to the main roster, and I think with a lot of that, you lost a lot of seniority. A lot of those people that the younger cast could really bounce off of. So I think that's why Shawn Michaels is specifically getting those hands from outside of WWE. You may not get Joe Hendry. That shit popped off.
Hey, listen. So that's the thing. It depends on what your purview is. If you are glued to the tweets, right? If you and of course if you watch God dang Impact.
Yes.
You know what the Joe Hendry thing is, the thing he had with Top Dollar. Like you know the deal with him, and people like him. He's got the Rick Roll type of energy, and it's, you know, people like that stuff.
Yes.
It's the good kind of camp in wrestling.
And it works well in NXT because NXT does dwell in that a lot.
Correct. But you also know what that means.
I'm
stealing is here.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, you can only do so much. I'm wondering. I keep my one harebrained theory is WWE trying to grab TNA completely from Anthem, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Coach said, see if NXT can get Josh Alexander in there. I did see a report that Josh Alexander was because he's Canadian. I believe he was at Heatwave backstage. I don't know who's Josh Alexander wrestling aside from the no catch crew.
So I'm guessing niggas just want TNA to have a national television deal where we ain't got to hunt for their programming. Because at this point, I'm an NXT person, and I'm not going to lie, and I'm going to be very honest.
Here.
I'm very honest. When it comes to my NXT babies, I'm very protective. And I know we bringing in a lot of TNA talent, but, you know, we still got our NXT folks who are putting in their work and things like that. Joe Hendry, it was nice to see him. The jury's still out for him on me because I didn't see what the big deal was, but that's just me.
He's just over right now with the fans.
You know, I believe in Joe Hendry. Everybody loves the guy.
Exactly. Yeah.
But you know,
Cartwheel gonna be the next Joe Hendry. Yo, watch.
Cartwheel, yo, I love him.
Cartwheel, yo.
It was nice to see the Rascals back together.
That was dope. That was dope.
That was. I really am happy to see that.
I like how they did it. They didn't just do it. Right. They brought it along. They told the story with it, but then they did the thing that people asked for. And listen, call it predictable, call it what you want. When pro wrestling does the thing that the fans ask for, it's the best wrestling.
Facts. Wait, what was that message I just saw? T. Smitty said NXT the blackest show out there. It's pretty.
That's kind of true, Luigi.
It's pretty black in terms of pro wrestling shows.
Yeah.
I think Shawn Michaels does a good job of letting people kind of explore who they are. Not too many people would just let Jada Parker be Black Force Energy.
How much of that stuff do we think Shawn gets? Like the black stuff, like the very specific black stuff. Like, did he learn this from his old dealers?
Maybe. I'm not going to rule that out. I feel like Shawn Michaels has somebody who understands the internet, because he's making good decisions in regards to people who are getting a buzz. Like Joe Hendry is a perfect example of somebody who he should be calling over. Joe Hendry is what Chelsea Green has been talking about, of being like, you know, you need that element of entertainment in this sports entertainment situation. He's that. And I think Shawn picks up on a lot of that stuff. But he understands what's working on the timeline. But I don't know where he gets that from.
Now go back up to work. And this is what I was thinking.
Yes, that makes sense. Work said, for those not on YouTube, youtube.com says Black Rasslin. Work said Mello said that HBK gets almost none of what's going on, but he trusts certain talent when they say to let it ride, which feels kind of old hatty, no? Like it nowadays. I think LA Knight talks about the freedom he gets in his promos because he's kind of trusted in that role.
Boy, it looked like Shawn Michaels be at the keyboard like,
Brian H. Waters. He thought my hat said Giannis.
Brian H. Waters,
what you drinking, Brian H. Waters?
You in the glass, nigga?
He drinking kombucha. That's what he drinking.
Oh man, that
my fault. No, I'm sorry.
I think what this is going to do,
I apologize,
is it's going to make the NXT talent work harder, because of course the TNA talent is coming in because they've been wanting to get that WWE brass ring.
100%.
Also, too, from reports, I don't know how confirmed this is, AJ Francis was backstage at NXT.
That's smart.
You know, possibly because he is, you know, with TNA. But I think that it's going to make them work harder. Certain people I feel like are not going to be denied. Jada Parker, you know, I love her. I just feel like that girl, like we was talking about yesterday. It went from.
I use Firefox.
Firefox pretty safe, man.
I like. See, I don't. Come on.
I don't use DuckDuckGo.
No.
I think Jada Parker is turned into Gladys Knight tips. I love OTM. I mean,
Yo said hot bag at Lycos.
I think certain people are just not going to be denied.
That's smart. This is smart.
Good, yeah.
This was the thing I was happy to see. Said showing back up down at because he's gonna get a lot of folks over. He's gonna show a lot of niggas how to work that style. Because the thing is, the reason, and I think Sierra said it earlier, is that the indies aren't as strong as they were.
Right.
It's because there's a new source.
Right.
The NIL is a new talent source, and because it's a WWE mind source, first especially, they're gonna lean heavy on those guys because they can say, well, we ain't gotta unlearn what y'all niggas learned in them bingo halls and
Facts.
that thing. You know what I'm saying?
And they're willing to wait. Like Obafemi was NIL, and he was like, my Nigerian family said I gotta finish college before I go anywhere. They said, all right, go. Just keep our number. They're willing to build that talent because I think they play the field and grab a lot of people, hoping that like a percentage of them is actually workable NXT talent.
I feel like Mark Henry ain't getting enough love for being the reason for that NIL stuff.
I agree. He every time you hear him have a conversation, it's certified. I saw them before anybody else saw them. I was the one that told them to call in. Every other week, every couple months, I hear another story. I'm like, God damn, Mark Henry. But he's a free agent right now. Imagine if that was his job, but I don't know.
Mark Henry is for those of people who know fashion history in the chat. Mark Henry is the Beth Ann Hardison of wrestling. Beth Ann Hardison was one of the few black models in the 70s who became a talent scout for black models. She used to find black talent for the major fashion houses, and she became a titan in the industry. She's still living, and I feel like that's what Mark Henry is doing. He's the best artist in the wrestling.
Yeah, I think once he probably don't even need to, but if he were to like hone in and be like, bet this is my project, you got to come to me for these motherfuckers, and like he started developing like that, I think you could really see his marketing, because he probably hasn't even like sat down and made the list of everybody. I haven't seen the full list of everybody, but I always feel like there's another name that comes like, damn, Mark Henry saw them first. He saw Jade first. He saw Bianca first.
I think Bianca Belair might be his finest hour.
Yeah. Huh? Damn. If you watch Next Gen, Ciendo says, I found it interesting that Sean works very well with Matt Bloom and the team to know who can make a star as soon. That makes sense. Because the fact that, like, Florida Championship Wrestling and OVO, they weren't national TV.
They were signed to Drake? OVO.
That's
OVW.
My fault, OVW. Not like us, brain. That wasn't everywhere. Sean saying, hey, who could be a star right now? Let's see how they work on the TV is smart. Ariana Grace.
I love Ariana Grace. I'm a fan of hers. Hate the gimmick. I can't wait till she ditches it. But I like her.
But I think him taking risks on talent on TV feels like it's going to be paying dividends. Even if we don't see it now. Even if we don't see it now. I did, because there's only so much time in the night. Shout out wrestling this week. Both Raw and Dynamite had fairly strong storylines that ended the show where you're like, God damn. Rhea Ripley back.
Was not expecting Mother Rip to come back.
God damn. Watch for the shoe. Look,
niggas are saying Ripley was coming back all on the timeline all day.
When Damian Priest on the show said he wasn't able to tell Dom whatever he had to tell him, but he'll find out later, I said, oh.
Ah, there it is.
That's it right there. But even still, the way that they did it, because I had a feeling it was going to happen, it was still dope. It was a dope cliffhanger. Her going out there, getting in his face, Liv running, clear out the arena. But if you saw on timeline, she's like peeking it because she's really scheming. This storyline is going to go. It has to go past SummerSlam. I don't know how long it's going to go. If they're wise, they can really build this.
I'm intrigued now that Mother Rip is back. and also to Liv Morgan's credit, she's a great character, in pulling that in. And I want to really once again put over Dominic Mysterio because, man,
leg up like that. How you get it up? Like
he's really Dom is really sell like when they leaned in, and just from an acting perspective, right? When he fell on top of her,
he is a terrible friend.
They got close. I was like, oh, I believe this. This is giving freaky sneaky.
Freaky ass nigga, yeah.
So then Rhea came and
you can't get away from it. This is why I jumped the shark. You can't get away from it.
You can't. I mean, maybe Kendrick's almost too smart because everything is it just permeates into pop culture.
It is.
That been trying to get his point out for like.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Dap.
You
I'm
know,
sorry.
at this point, I know how it works.
Mother Dap. I'm sorry. I apologize. Rhea Ripley.
She back.
What? No, wait. DDM. Did you watch this?
Yeah. I think it's nice. The lesbian love affair.
It's over.
They turn on each other. Well, one turns on the other one. Toni is a great actress. I'm kind of over this Toni Storm character personally.
This may be it.
But I think it was good. Mariah May, she's, I get it.
Am I looking too far into? She could have ended the black and white character, a homegirl, with her getting color. Am I looking too much into that?
No. I think.
Hey, Uncle D just said
on a certain. There you go. On a certain level, I think that because I don't know how long she's been running this gimmick, but did she? I feel like it's been a couple years. If there was ever a time for Toni Storm, how long has it been, man?
This would be the second year.
It's been longer than that DLC that still don't have her in the proper time anyway. I'd been ever since there was a lot of talk about Mariah May before she got to the roster, and I've been waiting for the spark, and I thought Toni was going to attack her because Toni kind of stayed back a little bit when Mariah went to get the belt. But then when Mariah took that belt and went right to Toni and said, it was it. That was it. It was, she hit, they was on the commentary like, watch for the shoe. And she
sunned her. And this is the payback for you sunning me.
There you go.
What's the joint? What's the crazy movie with Batman? American Psycho? Oh. That picture, put that picture back up. That's American Psycho when he was hitting Shorty and watching the TV. Like that's like the blank stare, like the absent stare, right? The Christian Bale.
Yeah. She was vicious. She's whipping her with that title belt.
That's because she sunned her.
Yeah.
And she played the long game.
It's going to be August or end of July. When is that match? It's end of August.
Yeah.
It'll be about 6 months because I feel like she debuted early January, right? It was like that first Dynamite of the year.
I don't remember.
It was.
You mean started wrestling? Didn't she debut before with Toni Storm and then wrestled?
When I was at that Dynamite, Mariah May was there, but I feel like she may have been. Did she wrestle Queen Aminata? I feel like she was very new to AEW at that time. But
that's Uncle D. Shout out to you. My bad, Cap.
No.
That's it. No, Uncle D said that was a brilliant build. It was.
Well, I was on the timeline. I wanted more of the images. I wanted to see more. I'm a fiend for going to WWE.com a day after a WWE show because they have all the photos that I put up on the pod are straight. This is straight from WWE.com. They get those images. I wanted that from this moment because this is probably one of the most intense ending segments of a that wasn't just like a schmoz of like 20 dudes beating on each other like this. This really felt like the culmination of a story. This means more to me than Bryan Danielson winning the Owen Hart tournament and getting a match with Swerve.
Well, I think that's telling a different story, right? Like I think Daniel Bryan is telling the story of his last run. Right?
But the story is I'm gonna continue to put everybody over.
But no, that's actually the opposite. He won.
He won the last match. Bryan Danielson is not winning that match in Wembley Stadium. He don't win the big matches. That's the story. I'm like he'll win. I don't want to say the inconsequential stuff.
I'm optimistic.
For what? You want to put a steel reserve on that? I've been down that road. It is not pretty.
I'll put a steel reserve on it.
Got it.
That means Cal got to drink 2 of them.
Yeah, I drink 2 of them.
If Bryan Danielson wins the AEW World Championship at All In Wembley Stadium, I will gladly drink 2 steel reserve on this podcast.
Got it.
Steel reserve bet. I put it down so
shake the hand.
YouTube.com says Black Rasslin. You can see it happen. 2 hours into the show. Because if this is we talk about last year's, this is Danielson's senior year. Only he losing everything.
This is it.
This is it. It's going to be a dope match, but without getting too crazy about AEW, it don't feel the build to it isn't the MJF Will Ospreay. They about to wrestle for the title next week type shit. Did you see that?
Hey, yo, let's block guys. This I didn't want to block. Work put the nice sign up for us, but I got to block. So I got to block work now. You see what he said?
Wait. This is predictable.
I hope that they aren't that predictable and let Bryan. I don't know if is Bryan winning predictable? Why would Bryan win?
Because it's his last match.
It's not his last match. He's on his last run.
Right. It's his last match.
That's a big shift. That's a big shift in the story that's been told to be he's having all these matches, putting over the future and losing because he wants to lose and not hold a title.
But I think that is the absolute opposite of what's going to be happening on the way out.
He's going to win that. You already bet it.
I am secure in my thoughts in this.
Mustard on the beat hole.
I don't even the Wembley Stadium show already. Mercedes, Toni Storm and Mariah May feels like the biggest match on that show already.
Yeah.
It's a weird show. Will Ospreay's going to be wrestling there at some. He'll probably be wrestling MJF again.
Hey, MJF at the beginning of that show went crazy too. That promo.
They had that. MJF may end up taking Will Ospreay title next week at the 250th episode of Dynamite.
They was rapping.
This is an ongoing.
Ospreay had to apologize.
This has been going on for years.
Ospreay and MJF?
No.
What
I'm about to say.
Let's go.
MJF is ass.
Wow.
That's a lie. That is a lie.
We are actually 10:37. I love this.
This is why I said we have been going. This has been going on for years.
Talk about it. I like this.
He's not good at promos.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
I was completely against the nigga at one point in time. Like, yo, he's ass. Right. He brought me back.
With what?
With I think he had maybe like a three match run when I was like, all right.
Last year.
I'll take it. I'll take this back. Yeah,
starting with that Orange Cassidy match is what you gonna say.
I can't remember.
No, that makes sense. It was around that time because he had a string. He had a string of matches. Yeah, it was probably around the Forbidden Door last year.
Yeah, he had a run, and I was like, all right, I'll lay off him being ass.
Okay.
Him coming back, which was wild lackluster
this year.
To me, this year, I don't know what they were trying to do with him. I still don't know what they're trying to do with him. I think the Adam Cole thing, Adam Cole being what y'all think Karrion Kross is, that's a whole nother thing. Adam Cole falling off really damaged.
We don't do or here, champ.
Huh?
Keep Keep going. Don't worry about
it. I think Adam Cole falling off damaged the plans that they had, obviously.
100%.
So him coming back, I don't know. It was like it was no direction. And I get it. They want to play off of a lot of things that happen in wrestling, but this ain't the guy to be playing off of shit in wrestling with. When I'm talking about the Triple H jacket and all this other shit, like he's not the character that you should be playing. You know what I mean? He's his own guy. This is your guy. It just feels lackluster, and now you're trying your best to get back what you had before. It's not, and it's just it's.
So you think this is a pivot?
Huh?
You think this is a pivot?
Is this a pivot? The title's on the line.
They're trying to pivot, and I don't think that is working, dog.
Well, the pivot started last week. If there was a pivot, I don't think there's a pivot. I think this is what they was going to do.
The pivot. Wait, last week the pivot was, just so I'm clear,
him turning on Garcia.
Blood getting his wife beater out. Blood.
That's when they turned.
It doesn't make sense to me.
It felt out the blue, but his whole thing was, I'm trying to beat everybody ass who y'all cheered for back when I was gone. That's what he was essentially saying.
I don't know.
That's the gist I got from.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I just don't get it.
MJF does his. I mean, I would imagine MJF does his own creative show on Tragedy. I think stuff like that. Hopefully, it aligns with what everybody else is doing. I think is the main thing.
But for the most part, from what we've seen from AEW, not like what I think, but from what we've seen from AEW, they're for the most part a long-term booking company, right? And their problem has been the exact opposite: is they will stay the course even when it's obvious that there should be a change.
They stay the course till somebody gets injured. Once somebody gets injured, they're ready to turn on a dime.
And then it's ruined.
Yeah. They won't even think about it. Maybe we'll pick it up next time. Yeah, that's a good point. That is a good point.
I just don't see this.
I do because I saw it was funny. I saw an AEW pro AEW podcast talking about this match and how bad this is for the AEW booking. It's too early. And then they were like, well, they'll because their thought was MJF will win the title next week, and then they'll have the quote unquote real match at Wembley Stadium, and Will Ospreay would win the title back at Wembley Stadium. I've heard people bring.
I would see it the other way around because you beat a nigga up last week, so you can keep MJF at whatever level. I mean, MJF as a heel losing doesn't matter, right? Right. So I don't think he needs to win that title. I don't think it's a foregone conclusion. That nigga can take a loss, and he already got a nigga in the back that he done beat up last week that can come up and cost him that match.
Word.
And Will Ospreay can go on and do other things, and
That's
they can keep circling back and do their, long-term storytelling. But at Dynamite 250, I think they wanted a marquee match.
Well, because that's not the only one though. Because I think Swerve and what's her name? Shit, Okada. Swerve and Okada title for title on 250 as well.
Remember when I said we had a brother come on our show a few years back and say that they want their champion to act like they get broads. Like, I want a charismatic champion. Now, I saw this brother on his podcast last week saying something about it's quiet for the folks that said that Swerve was a transitional champion. I need someone to kick the actual factor. I seen a lot of you niggas, let's go Swerve. Hey, I understand the history. Doesn't matter.
Right.
I dare one of you niggas, and you clip this out, throw this on the Instagram.
Of course.
I dare one of you niggas to tell me that Isaiah Scott had a good promo on TV this week as your world champion.
I hated that promo.
It was awful. It was
bad.
Absolutely awful. And this ain't got nothing to do with feelings. I watched it, and
I hate that.
I ain't gonna lie and say I was rooting for the nigga. But
it was not.
I was like, come on, it's got to be better than this, baby. You got to do something other than that. Wear that fur coat.
I felt that night. I feel like I said it in our group chat. He sounded like he was not confident. I don't understand the champion. And I've had questions about his run since he won the title. Just because he's not that he hasn't been around, but he has not felt like the main thing that we're supposed to be seeing. And when you tell me that the champion is vying to be in the blood and guts match, I feel like he should maybe be, if he's going to be in a match, he should be the last they should be trying to get him on the team. He should be the equalizer that Team AEW needs for Team Elite. I don't know what the whole Team AEW team is. I know Swerve is on that team, and then they're going to add a bunch of motherfuckers to it. It seems backwards for somebody who was destined to be that guy.
I'm okay.
For me.
I'm okay, and I see it. We'll get there. I am okay with him being a bookend. So if he's not that guy that the rest of the team is trying to get,
right,
I'm okay with him saying I'm standing up because he's supposed to be a babyface. So I'm okay with him being the guy who is getting all the talent and being the team captain, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's pro wrestling. If you cannot do one thing, fix it. There are so many fixes. You can, not to talk, whatever. That promo, all right, listen. Let me ask you a question. Specifically, Eddie James.
And
it's a yes or no question. I'm be ready on the keyboard with the answer. It's either 3 letters or 2 letters. The promo that he had in the ring as world champion on their television Wednesday night, was it good? Do you think it was good? That's a yes or no answer. You know what I'm saying? And there is absolute bias, but at the same time, I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. It wasn't a good promo.
Neither am I. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Eddie James, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I think the weakest part of Swerve's repertoire is his promos. There's nothing that he needs to add to what he does bell to bell. Clearly,
now, mind you, we've been covering this gentleman and championing him for a great while. And when he was down in MLW,
when he was working in NXT with Hit Row,
and I feel like he did better. He had better promos in MLW.
Yeah. I don't think promos have been his strong suit since he's been in AEW. I don't remember what his promo style was before then, but in AEW, I don't know what his best promos been.
Because I'm biased.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Because Eddie James saying y'all biased. I'm not going to give an opinion on this.
The only thing I'm going to say to any conversation about there being a bias is...
Can I tag in?
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Because I felt like I was going to say something crazy.
Here comes the secretary.
No, go ahead. Shade.
I'm not biased.
I don't know
this man.
I'm going to shut up.
I wasn't here when, BRP had whatever was going on.
Shit. I hate this shit. What
happened? What?
Look, I'm gonna just say this one time. He was mad at us. He was mad at the number he was on the list. Niggas wasn't saying he was trash. If we said he was trash, he wouldn't have been on the list.
That's a fact.
Keep it a buck. 50. He didn't like where he was. That's why he asked his people, I'm number 1. Who's the other 9? And they said, wait, what? That's why he's mad.
All right, so Kyle, you was right.
I shouldn't have said nothing. Matter of fact, DDM, what you was gonna say, DDM?
Okay. Well. Yeah.
Nah, talk it. What you was gonna say for real?
Well, hey.
Because I don't like when people say because it's not like it was hate.
They don't have the backstory. They just have what they know of the situation. So I'm not going to knock Eddie James for not knowing.
Right.
But I mean, you've been here for a while, Eddie James.
You be in this chat, Eddie James. That's my thing, Eddie James. We have conversations on a weekly basis.
I'm gonna be honest. When Eddie James said what he said, I don't think he was lying.
No, he wasn't lying.
I wouldn't come here for a fair and balanced opinion on that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna give you a fair assumption. I'm gonna give you a fair.
You're always going to get a fair assumption, but I don't want it to look like we're saying that he's bad because of any bad. Because what Brother Fan was saying about the promo that was cut Wednesday is the same thought I had when I watched the promo. It wasn't good. He didn't sound like a pro wrestling world champion that felt like the guy that everybody needs to be vying for. He felt like a guy who was trying to figure out where his position should be on the show, which sucks for him because he is holding a title that people want him to have since before the Continental Classic last year.
So here's the thing, though, right? And I will have to say this, is that I am, and T-Man, you are correct. We are definitely getting back to that. DDM, do not forget what you was going to say.
Of course.
I feel like we need to, I think more so, we have to, because we have to be able to do both. If we had this conversation,
I'm trying to, but yeah, no, I feel you. You're right.
And I think consistently, he's the champion. That's funny, Smitty. He's the champion over there, and like he's had some matches.
No, bring Smitty back. Mm-hmm. I feel like you got promos or whatever when he was in MLW because he was kill shot. You get what I'm saying? When he moves over to NXT and WWE, he's Isaiah Swerve Scott,
right?
Which is a part of Hit Row, which is, I guess, a hip hop thing.
He was the leader. They made him the leader.
The leader of the culture.
So it's this is how I feel. Mm-hmm. This is a black thing. So your character is black. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you have to play this part. I hope y'all understand what I'm trying to say. And then
it's not necessarily him.
And then you move over to AEW. And you have to play this part of mogul embassy guy, the hip hop guy who got the hip hop stars. We got the wild dance. These niggas is rapping. I got the gold teeth. I got the fur on. Like I'm trying to be the black guy when you weren't doing this shit before. This is why it doesn't come off real. This is why we don't believe you when you're sitting here saying I'm standing on business. Come on, fam.
I think that's the interesting part about him over there, right? Is because
he's the black guy.
The things that he does well is the AEW thing. He's the champion because what they want from a wrestler is what he do. However, when they attach the character to it, it detracts from what he's trying to do or what he should be over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brother Manny.
Oh, okay. My thing is this. Y'all know, for me, it all comes down to believability. Okay? Mm-hmm. And I say that about every single wrestler. I'm not saying I don't think you should be great in the ring, but I'm not holding you hostage with a gun to your head if you're not the best wrestler. Right. However, I am dangling you over the balcony by your ankles if I don't believe you.
Suge Midas.
And with Swerve, it's what I see in the character, because I don't know the man, but what I see in the character is conflict. And when I say that, meaning as an actor, because these people are actors, okay? As an actor, you have to really commit 110% to the character that you're playing. If there's any conflict in you, okay, it's going to show to the audience.
It's funny, Antoine.
Okay? And as a result, I think there are several factors into Swerve not feeling like the guy. He had a lot of moving parts to his ascension. I think that another thing that kind of may have rubbed people the wrong way behind the scenes, but also too what is jarring on camera, is Prince Nana is very much the Flavor Flav to your Chuck D. And Chuck D would never make a record without Flavor Flav.
Facts.
It's in the game. It's in the game.
And the thing is, he's trying to run away with that. I think the problem we have, and I see this with a lot of black wrestlers and the state of black wrestling period, is there's this constant battle for what perceived legitimacy is. What's the right type of black wrestler? What's the right type of over for a black character? Because we're so used to policing ourselves in society, and especially in this arena, we don't want to be Coco Beware. We don't want to be Miss Jackie.
Everybody got to be Trick Williams.
Exactly.
That nigga Coco beat up.
But the reality is this: them people still went out there and did their jobs.
Right.
Okay, and I'm sure Coco Beware and Junkyard Dog didn't want to come out looking like a slave every match. But guess what? Junkyard Dog, I believed them. Coco Beware, I believed them.
Facts.
The New Day, I believed them, and they made it work.
Who's got better bars, Swerve or Cena?
Whatever you do, you have to make it work. And I think what I see in Swerve is somebody who wants to be a Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre, like that level guy, but he doesn't have a that level guy look. Okay, so you have to study and work within the look that you have. Luna Vachon was never going to be Sable, and Luna Vachon didn't try to look like Sable. Okay, you have to really make sure that, you know, if you have a look like a scavenger, like you might steal, like you boot, like his look, and I'm not saying this to be stereotypical, but the look of the character gives, I rob, I steal, I kill.
You said this nigga look like a scammer? His gimmick is scammer?
It gives.
It's giving scammer.
It gives scroungy. It gives like it's a heel champion in the way that he should be extra dirty. Him and Nana should be breaking niggas' knees in the back room,
right? Throwing dirt in people's eyes and shit,
laughing and shit.
Yeah. But he's a good guy now. That's the problem. He's a good guy now, so he can't really.
That's what Eddie James was saying. He's kind of a tweener.
It does not work. That look is not a tweener, honey.
Right. He's a heel.
Is a heel.
Yeah.
In his book, in that, I mean,
he's because it's Swerve's house and he's the guy right now. There's no.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's not no tweener. He's going against the EVP. The EVPs invited him to be on 18, and he said no. It's pure good guy move.
Now I will say, because he's got a match. Did I load that up in the system? We are talking way too long. We got to get out of there soon. He's wrestling in a champion versus champion match at Dynamite 250 against Okada.
Not to cut you off.
Go in.
But look at this poster. That's not a damn baby face. That's a damn heel.
That's a heel right there.
Okada look like the damn baby face.
And Okada's probably a bigger heel than Swerve is right now.
I feel like they're having the exact same problem with Okada.
Okada at least makes people laugh.
But he shouldn't. It's Okada.
Funny thing is, this is probably what Okada was. I don't want to say he was going to go this far, but like he was supposed to be a heel in New Japan. It was for a bit, but the people, like y'all saying, he looks like the babyface, and people naturally started cheering for him. So he was the babyface. He's probably having the most fun of his life out here right now, but he needs to get back to. Is he losing this title? Is Swerve going to be holding 2 titles next week?
Oh, it's title versus title.
Champion versus champion.
Champion versus champion is different from title versus title.
Yeah, that's champion versus champion.
The way they were talking on commentary, one of them people should be walking out with 2 belts after that match.
Hey, listen,
Sean Tragedy or somebody, if y'all can confirm it, but
the match it should go crazy. They should go crazy.
Is this going to be that now? See,
and it's non-title.
But wait. Joey. This is my thing. What match is going to go on at the end of the show? This or this? Like, what has a closer opportunity being the end of Dynamite 250? The world champion have a champion versus champion match, or MJF and Will Ospreay having an AEW International Championship match?
Maybe it's Chris Jericho and the forklift again.
Why is it non-title if it's champion versus champion?
If Ospreay,
why bother?
Because they want to have a match for 250. I mean, because they want to have a match for 250 is the answer.
So then this is the 8 o'clock match then. Because Swerve is a good 8 o'clock nigga. He had his matches, his matches and promos be early in the show.
But if I'm gonna be honest, that's also what we've been hearing online. So they could call that audible just to react to the online. I mean, it's not like that ain't above what they like to do over there.
Yeah. The fallout of that Ospreay closing out, the fallout of that show is going to be interesting.
I don't think so. I think they're going to move on with business as usual.
That's not all the way a lie.
Well, I think they're in the, at a certain point, they're still booking towards London. Like, this is on a stop towards All In Wembley. Again, last night they were booking this show, and they were also booking Wembley, because Mariah May and Toni Storm is totally Wembley Stadium. So whatever's happening next week should be feeding into the end of August.
I don't know. I think it all comes down to storyline for me.
In AEW?
I mean, they need something, because you right now are saying that this should be title for title, and really they're just going to put on a good wrestling match, which according to what we talk about every week, y'all always say AEW is the wrestling company.
I mean, it is. They're the wrestling show. That's why they're putting this on.
The champions having a spa. That's all.
Shit.
They having a spa, because if you think Swerve walking around with 2 belts, you're crazy.
Now, I think they just having a match.
That's cool.
So, and I guess that does make sense as the first hour, end of the first hour.
Because, it's the first hour. It's the first hour indeed.
Because the other match has implications toward a storyline as well as probably being a decent match.
But that's all I want to point out is your world champion is your first hour workhorse. And the stuff that's ending the show has nothing to do with him until it's blood and guts.
You're also the workhorse company, though, right?
But if you're the workhorse company, the workhorse champion should be. I would think he would be in the biggest highlight, but
I think we have to realize that certain people get that belt, i.e., Damian Priest, and you having the championship title don't mean that you're a championship draw anymore.
Swerve is the Damian Priest of AEW. I never thought of that. I'm not saying that's what it is. I've never even had the thought.
I think there's I say you can see there's a similarity where it's good guy, is he a good guy, bad guy in the middle, but also, you know, with his promos not translating. I mean, I can see there being parallels there.
Coach, I don't.
But Damian Priest don't got the big belt.
Coach, I don't like this. I mean that's. If anything, that's kind of justifying what I'm saying. That Ospreay feels like a bigger deal than your world champion right now.
But that's happened before too. I mean, hey, like I said last week when this exact thing came up, it's what Daniel Bryan did for Kofi.
Yeah. It don't feel the same though. It don't feel the same though. I don't know if it's gonna have the same impact in general.
Probably won't. Now I'm not even opening that can of worms.
Yeah,
another time because I almost. Niggas would have been mad at me.
Let's get that. I guess the only other thing to mention, if y'all in Atlanta and y'all trying to see WWE in October, Bad Blood is making its return to Atlanta 27 years after the date of the first Bad Blood pay-per-view, which was also the first pay-per-view that had a Hell in a Cell match. 20 years after the last Bad Blood. Is niggas going to Atlanta for... I think the Black Scott brother fan. Damn, he's stuck too. He's stuck like Chuck too. He looking at me like, God damn, I'm really stuck. Bad Blood. Chris Breezy says Swerve and Priest use the same shade of mascara. That's crazy. I didn't say that. I would hope that Bad Blood would have a Hell in a Cell match. Because it's Bad Blood, I'm hoping it's some Bloodline Cody Rhodes situation, but I may be talking too out of turn. It's not even fall time yet.
The thing is, no shade, and I don't want to compare the two companies, but you know, I always do. The thing is, WWE got so many things just sitting like at any given time. Roman can come back and Paul Heyman, and now we got another thing.
Yeah,
we got the Drew and Punk thing going. They just got so many angles. They got so many hits they can hit you with.
So you say Drew and Punk, a lot of people thinking Seth and Punk. I think after this past Monday, a lot of people were like, "Dude,
well, you got that too."
Everything looked.
We should also tell the truth about the best show of that week was on Sunday because
NXT
was stellar.
Yeah,
because we talked about the results, but y'all loved Money in the Bank.
No, I'm trying. What
I like the screw. I like the screw.
We all do.
Up out of here. Let's get out of here.
On that note,
you're surprised that Fam said something wild. This is your first show.
That note. Nah, that NXT Heatwave was a good show. Shouts out to Jay Malachi. If you didn't believe that man was a star before, after that match, because the opening of that match, the fact that he was doing everything and Trick was still letting that Jay Malachi. I hate that I don't call him Javon Evans, but Jay Malachi,
young OG.
My husband Obafemi.
Obafemi.
Love him. Obafemi is a star. He is a star with a capital S.
They're doing it. Is he a megastar?
Absolutely.
Is he more of a megastar than your TNA trash can champion?
Who's that? Who you talking about?
We've been changed by Matt Hardy.
Yeah, that's right. The man who got thrown into a swamp and turned into a football player.
Oh, football.
Get the fuck out of here.
Jesus Christ. But yes, Chris, DDM McIntyre Femi. I'm in a polyamorous relationship.
Wow. All right, nigga.
On that note, we got to get out of here. But before we get out of here, there's one question I got to ask. DDM, you got a Black Rass of the Week?
Waka! Over.
Of course.
Mike Epps. I mean, not Mike. Mike Blackson was ready to fight a nigga, in the movie. He started doing this. You ever see Repo? It's the most ridiculous movie you'll ever see in your life. But
What
please, he hit Leslie Jones in the face with a loaf of bread. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. My Black Rash of the Week. He had the internet going nuts this week. Shout out to brother Suge Dunkington.
There you go. That was a shouts to him. Mm-hmm. What shouts out to the timeline, brother Mav?
Happy birthday to Jay Holiday.
Mm-hmm.
Happy birthday to the 7th. You already know what it is. But my Black Rasslin of the Week, Maya World. Be free.
Be free. Be free. My Black
That's World Be Free daughter? Granddaughter?
Spread it.
Had to be granddaughter at this point.
See a fact. Spread the word. My Black Rassler of the Week,
Young Metro,
may have to be. I'm still going with Trick Williams. I like the fact. Shouts out to Trick. I like the fact that he lost the title. There's a lot of fun in the chase. And I also like that he paid homage to Harlem Heat. And also, I saw there was a Sol Ruka shout. If I had a secondary Black Rass of the Week, I would give it that award to both Sol Ruka and Kalani Jordan.
Yeah.
I don't care what nobody say. The thing with pro wrestling right now is some people, the definition of a banger is how many references you can get in and paying homage to people. And if you look at some of the tape for an NXT Women's North American Championship, a title just got established like 2 seconds ago, they are trying. And they're trying to do things that pay homage to your Ricochets, your Will Ospreys, your Sasha Banks, your Baileys. Like, they're doing the things that y'all want y'all pro wrestlers to do. Mm-hmm. Give them the space to become who they want to become.
Oh, I'm a fan of Mother Rook. I live for Mother Rook.
So does a thing.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, if WWE could just stop putting shows on while Game of Thrones is on, like, nigga,
that was very problematic because I changed.
That episode was a lot.
I didn't have a problem. I got Peacock. Yeah. I'll watch y'all niggas flip later.
Right.
I need to know what Ray and them doing. I need, you know what I mean? Shout out to Niecy, you know what I mean? Hold us, my heart. Listen.
That broke my heart.
What an episode.
Ray, man. Niecy and Ray, and I'm definitely not talking about nobody black.
At all. That black man was sitting on the ground. Anyway.
I was very broken by that. That broke my heart. That was hard.
We're not gonna spoil nothing, though. We're not gonna spoil nothing.
Shout out to
Look, it is Thursday. If you ain't watched by now, I don't know.
We don't get into the details of the popular shows.
Don't put nothing in the chat. I'll tell you all that much.
Shout out the door for the Dunder Mifflin.
Piece of Dora. You got some paper? Never mind whatsoever.
I love what's his Craig Robinson? Is that the name with the
Yes.
What was the movie? He was like, I synced it. Anyway, keep going.
TDM, where can people find you on them social medias?
You can find me at Dapper Damitis. You can find me in the trap that's going down. You can find me in Las Vegas this weekend at T-Mobile Arena seeing Missy. Ooh, suck it to me like you want to. Ooh, I was looking for affection, so you decided to go. So no, also to follow me on Secretary of Shade.
And also too on all social media.
.com/Secretary of Shade.
Brother fam.
Ilfam 79.
Ooh,
Suck it to me like you want pie. Sorry. I'm sorry. I know. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's amazing. That's amazing.
Oh,
I did my job for today. I did my job.
Outstanding.
I did. You can catch Brother Fam at BlurCon this weekend.
Yes. Hey, man, come out, man, Alexandria. We're going to crack some jokes. And listen, if you got a cup, I got you.
Oh, I might change that word. That's a good one. I was looking for a faction.
Hey, man, speaking of factions, we ain't even talk about what do we call it? No, we ain't gonna do that.
Oh no, that's not. I don't already.
Yeah, I forgot you violated.
Brother Math.
I forgot you violated.
brother, is before people get incriminated. Brother Math. Jesus, that's funny. I'm at Cal on Twitter, at Black Rasslin on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. BlackRasslin.com is the website. And as always, you find Black Rasslin on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Just go Google your favorite podcast. We should be there. YouTube.com/Black Rasslin. Make sure you subscribe. Hit the notification bell. If we made y'all laugh once and you in this chat right now, please hit that like button. If you want to share it to your people, please do.
If you didn't laugh, check your pulse, nigga.
Facts, yeah. What happened? You blacked out. Patreon.com/Black Rasslin. Make sure you are paying that $1 or paying that $10 to get content like this, but stuff we can't post here because that shit will get taken out of here.
Facials in America. Make sure you get your back and ass.
Booty fit. I did watch the WrestleMania XL Behind the Curtain doc that's up on the Patreon, as well as the Could Have Been House reunion.
So you want them to pay the $7 now?
Yeah, pay the $1, pay the $7, pay all that shit. Pay all that shit. We trying to get to Vegas.
You know, The Rock was really instrumental in us starting the Patreon. You know what I mean? Like, he was like, "Hey, Cal, just I feel like,
you know what, y'all? This BRP thing is cool,
right?
But y'all could be taking it to another level." So I instructed them.
Never.
Rock is really the orchestrator of everything going on right now. Yeah, peace to Mimi. Shouts to the Buckle every Tuesday evening, 6:35 on the Black Rasslin Twitters. Get your conversation on with her, Corey, and Justin.
Yo, if y'all seen, I'm completely off topic, but if y'all seen Emilio Sparks' post, don't he look like that one guy?
He look like
that one guy from the movie? He be in the movies and shit. I can't remember his son's name, yo.
I'm really pulling up his Twitter. Wait, this old post?
Yeah, don't he look like that one guy? One guy, yeah.
Because this is when I first learned who Emilio Sparks is. This is dumb throwback.
He looked like that one guy. He was in a couple movies and shit.
Look at
that right there. Don't he look like that one guy? I can't remember what movie.
I don't know the other guy. I know the nigga in that denim. I don't know that nigga. No, I don't know him.
Yo, he looked like when I find that guy, when I find that guy, I'm gonna post him up here. He was in like a movie, yo. I can't remember the movie. He was always in some shit. Because he reminds me of the guy from Friends. The guy that I'm talking about.
Matt LeBlanc?
The guy from Friends?
The guy from Friends, the taller guy. Chandler.
Who is this man? Who is that talking about? Like, I gotta go to bed. I got that.
I gotta go to bed.
Chandler Friends. He R.I.P.
Yes, he did just go on.
Matthew, you talking about Matthew Perry's character?
No, the other guy.
That's Chandler.
I got the names wrong. I don't know.
You talking about Matt LeBlanc?
Who? Bring up Matt LeBlanc, yo.
Matt LeBlanc. We really doing a.
So I was thinking, like, while you doing this, I was thinking earlier, like, yo, if I got a chance to like ask, I'm watching and I'm seeing the homies. Shout out to Steph Hardy, ask questions or whatnot.
No,
like,
that's not him. Not the other one. The other cat. Ross.
Oh, you talking about
Schwimmer,
yeah.
Who? The swimmer?
This nigga.
But bring up a young picture of him.
David Schwimmer.
Right there. That's a young picture right there.
This.
So no, left.
Nah, why would you bring up that one, Cal? God,
I know. I'm clicking.
That naked picture was terrible. He didn't want to
with the blue in his hands underneath is up. Go up, right there. But it's not him. It's
not him.
Like him.
Emilio Schwimmer, yo.
Emilio Schwimmer.
Swimmer.
We got to get the fuck out of here.
The dude that played Rob Kardashian.
What?
He played Rob Kardashian in what?
Yeah.
He looks like he was in another movie and shit. I can't remember. When I find out the movie, I got you. I'm out of here.
Yeah, we got to get out of here. Shouts to DDM, shouts to Mimi. Peace everybody in the chat. Love y'all rocking with us. Peace of the Black Rasslins out there. As always, please, New Jack.
Who the fuck is Adam Goldberg?
Take us out.
Like me or not, I didn't come up here to be liked.